I walked in and Benji was not only on time, but here a half hour early.
Wow.
Which is fine by me. So good for you, Benji. Keep up the good work. What can I tell you? Being on time for your job. I was listening to the wrap-up show. They were discussing Benji ad nauseum. And, Ralph called in at one point and said, maybe he needs to see a psychiatrist about getting here on time. And, the one thing in this world, I go to a psychiatrist for multiple reasons. But I'll tell you this, the one thing I don't need a psychiatrist for is showing up on time. Yeah, I mean, it's so basic. It's like, even if I hate my job, I know I want the money. I know I want to make a living.
But I've tried to explain to you many, many times, some people, like Jeff the drunk, incapable of working.
Right.
That very basic thing would mean nothing to him.
Right.
That's no incentive for him to get to work.
Right. So
somewhere on that spectrum between you and Jeff is Benji.
I can't imagine sitting in the psychiatrist's office going, I don't know how to get to work on time.
What can I do?
Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see, Junior.
But there are people like that.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of discussion.
And they'll never get to work.
I'll give you some of the highlights. I don't know if you heard the wrap-up show, but here's what I have. There's a couple of different people discussing things.
Do you see it as a sign of disrespect?
I don't think Benji's going out of his way, but it's a sign of disrespect. And this has long since stopped being about being on time. He's painted Howard. Howard's like, you're disrespecting me. I'm asking you to be here on time. That conversation's been had several times. So when Benji doesn't do it, it's not about whether the show can live without Benji for a minute or two. It's not about whether Benji walks in and creates a disruption. It's about Benji saying to his boss, I don't give a shit.
That's exactly right.
I'm not afraid of you.
That's exactly right. It's. I was talking to someone. Someone asked me about it yesterday. What's going on with this Benji thing? You sounded very upset. I said I was. I said it's. And the person said to me, it's just a very passive-aggressive thing. It's a guy who was saying to you, fuck off. Fuck you. And that's what it feels like to me. Not that I can't start the show without Benji. It's not that. It's just that door flies open and there's a disruption, and it bothers me. So I would prefer you get in here a few minutes early. And then it's like, fuck you. I will not bow to you, you asshole. That's what it feels like to me. I tend to take that shit as a challenge. And it seems to be a pissing contest. Even sort of weird today was opening the door and seeing Benji already in here. Like that's even an overreaction to what happened.
Right, that's another sort of passive-aggressive.
Yeah, I say just get in here 10 minutes early, or 5 minutes early, whatever it is. Like now he's here 2 hours early and he's in a chair sleeping and it's a whole big thing.
He's sleeping in the chair?
Yeah. How early did you get here today, Benj?
I got here probably around 4:35. I don't know. I was after 5.
Yeah.
But
so you're going to do that every day, which is fine.
The reason I did it is I couldn't. I was very scared of oversleeping.
Right.
I didn't do it to be passive aggressive.
How do you oversleep if you have an alarm clock? I don't get it.
I don't know how it happened the other day, and I'm gonna. So it's scary that it can happen.
I went to bed about 10 o'clock last night. I have an alarm clock next to my bed. And listen to this crazy thing. The alarm goes off. I turn it off and get up.
Do you really?
Yeah. And then I get dressed. And I look at my watch and I go, I have 5 minutes to read my email. And then I must get to work. That's the concept. I mean, it's so simple. And so now, like, Benji went overboard and he's here at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is not realistic either.
But again, he has some crazy sleep cycle. And
I know.
Therefore, he's up late or something.
But it's fine with me. Come in at 4 in the morning. It sounds great. Whatever you have to do to just be here when the show starts.
I'm embarrassed at being late once, but the truth is, you guys characterize it. I was late maybe 3 or 4 times in 12 months.
No, you're that's not true, Benji.
Yes, it is.
All right, well,
look it up.
Don't be late anymore. Okay. I'm not going to look it up, be honest with you. That's not my job. I don't care about looking up what time you come in. I'm just asking you to stop feeling challenged by me on this.
I don't.
I mean,
I think
I'm just saying
it's completely reasonable for you to want everyone here on time.
Right.
But I do think you have it in your head that I'm much more so than most people here. And I don't think that's true.
I'm very aware when that door swings open and I'm about to start the show. And I open up my mouth and there's a door and you running in and it throws me, whatever it is that's in my head that I'm going to talk to Robin about, I get thrown and immediately I start thinking about you. And maybe in some weird way you want me to think about you. You know what I mean? Like you're not even aware of it. But I can't take it. It's making me mental. And I need to have my studio settled when I start the show.
Completely understand
Thank
that.
you.
But it's only been 3 or 4 times in 12 months.
Yeah. Who else do you imagine is as late as you? I mean, Fred is here every morning. Robin is here every morning, despite what you said yesterday.
Say one thing about that Benji thing. It's not as much as you think it is. That's irrelevant. The fact of the matter is you have someone telling you that you're late for work.
Yeah, you're on
End
my
of
radar.
discussion. You have no leg to stand on.
Anyway, here's the rest of the discussion from the wrap-up show.
I disagree with you, Fred.
Says he's going to talk to you.
You disagree with him?
Yeah.
How do
yeah,
you
I
disagree?
Do. Listen, someone can do something wrong.
Let me
but you
just
can
establish
characterize
one rule
as
here.
as much more than it actually occurs.
Benji, hold on. Let me one thing. And
Go ahead, Ray,
maybe I'm old school.
Go ahead.
Who's the boss here?
Well,
you or Howard?
Howard is the boss here.
Okay. When the boss says show up on time, what does an employee usually do? I know this is a stupid
he's
question.
claiming, like, look, listen, we've all had a
not
clock
to the
not
frequency that he does it. See,
Me too.
there are times
That's what I think.
There are times that you don't even call attention to it. There are times that you're probably not even aware of it.
Right.
It's the equivalent of somebody being in a symphony orchestra, and everybody's on stage. The lights go up. The conductor raises his baton, and the tuba player runs in at the last minute
Right.
with
It
a
wouldn't
fork
happen.
and a spoon in his hand.
Yeah.
What do you don't think that's distracting?
Fred, I said anytime it happens, I think it's wrong. But
I
it's
said
happened
you didn't answer my question. You don't think that that's distracting?
I did answer. I said yes. I think anytime it
Okay,
happens,
that's it.
It's wrong.
That's all that's required.
Listen,
But I
I
said I
understand that people are late once in a blue moon.
Right. That I get.
It seems to me it's more than 3 times in the last year.
Right. And he comes in with that frantic Kramer energy.
Yeah.
But Benji wants this year to be pristine and not related to anything from his past either.
Right.
That he's had a history of this over years.
Yeah.
He wants to erase.
It seems like it's just, I don't know, in my mind, he says 3 times in 1 year. It seems that it happens a lot.
Well, it used to be a daily occurrence.
Right.
He's gotten better for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
But he's sort of negating how much irritation there was when it was every day.
Ronnie claims to me Benji's late every single day. Every single day. That's his claim. And I don't know. I mean, I don't
not
watch
at
Benji
least
that
coming
closely.
through that door. I can't agree with that.
Right. Here's Ronnie from the wrap-up show.
When Howard says he's going to talk to you off the air, that's trouble.
Right.
It's not a good thing.
So,
I know. Okay,
I did.
You got
Yeah.
it off the air.
Yeah, I've been
not too long ago.
So do you think that Benji wants to get fired? Like, this seems to be a problem that most people can fix relatively simply.
I don't think he wants to get fired. I think it's a mental thing, and I really do believe that. I'm not joking around. I think he's got major issues in his head about getting to work for some reason. He's the closest person here that lives closest to here. I mean, he could walk here with his eyes closed, and yet the guy takes a cab here. Figure that out.
Ronnie brings up an interesting point. If Benji were an hour late, that's oversleeping.
Right.
It is really odd that he's always a minute or 2 minutes late.
That's the point.
Not only that,
it's like timed up to the last second.
Howard?
Yeah.
Not only I was talking to Ronnie about this yesterday, and I don't want to make it look like I'm picking on Benji, but this is the truth. I could start the show at 6:01 and say, Howard, you're on.
Right.
He'll walk in at 6:02.
Yeah.
At 6:02 another day, I could say, Howard, you're on. He'll come in at 6:03.
Right.
Or it's 5:59. He'll come in at 6:01 and a half. I don't get it. It's always within that minute.
Yeah, it's within seconds.
It's not 10 minutes. It's not 15 minutes. It's not a half an hour.
He's right.
It's a minute.
How could that be? How could he be so precise that way?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't get it.
Well, it's not to challenge you. It's not.
It feels that way to me.
And I know that because I'm always looking over my shoulder and looking at the clock, and I see it every day.
See, the problem is, I know you're not challenging. I hear you, but it feels that way to me. I feel like my back's up against the wall with this.
Right.
And I don't want to have to punish you. It's ridiculous. I mean, you're a grown man. Just be here on time.
But I agree with Ronnie. I think there's some sort of mental issue here. I don't think he's trying to be disrespectful. I really don't.
Hey, I've got a little theory, dude, honestly, about what happened here. Howard was pissed this morning.
Oh, this one I'm not even going to play. It's crazy. This guy's theory was that I text Lisa G. I was firing Benji, and then I text Lisa G during the show.
And say what?
Like when we were on a commercial break, I texted her and said, come in here and say something to save Benji.
Oh, like you planned that whole thing. You saved Benji's job after firing him.
So Gary explained to the caller, I was with Howard during the commercials, and we were busy going over the show.
Texting.
I don't even know. By the way, I don't have Lisa G's text. I don't even know how to. I don't have her phone number. I don't have any of that.
What happens when you tell your kid they're going to be punished for something and then you don't punish them?
They'll do it again. They'll do it again.
Like 5 seconds later.
I mean, no offense. It's as simple as that. I mean, it really is that simple.
Have you, John, have you ever taken something away from your kids and had it have an effect?
Guitar Hero, he put it in his room. Yeah, but I'm guilty of, if you do this again, I'm gonna.
Yeah, me too.
And then you don't have the gonna. But ultimately, I'll tell you the truth.
Anyway, there was a lot of Benji discussion, which I know Benji likes.
I love how they're comparing Benji to how they discipline their children.
That's what I'm saying. This feels crazy to me. I don't want to be in this role. I do not want to discipline Benji. I just didn't get into radio for that. I always hated the boss. I don't want to be the boss. And he's put me in that position. With all the other guys, I don't ever have to be boss. It's great. Everybody just kind of does their thing, and we just know we're pros, and we come in and we do our job. That's it. We know how to get it done. It's like a nice little team. Well, anyway, so Benji was here an hour early. That's the if you were curious, maybe even earlier than an hour. So now he's completely overboard the other way, which is fine with me. That doesn't bother me. That's
he'll
okay.
Come in here and sleep.
Right. Yeah, because someone said, go in and look, Benji's asleep in the studio. I go, this guy's nuts. I mean, it's like a complete overreaction.
By the way, did you notice? Yeah. So I walked into the studio because I come in like 10 minutes before you.
Yeah.
And I noticed Benji sleeping.
I had my eyes closed. I was talking to one of the interns.
I couldn't tell whether he was sleep talking or whether.
Yeah. I thought there was a shtick going on where he was pretending to sleep talk.
Right.
I thought he was talking in his sleep.
There was a guy, Matt, here, who's an intern. We were talking.
But his eyes were closed and Benji was looking the other way.
Yeah, we didn't know what was up. I thought it was a new thing, a new shtick. Like, I can't believe you're here.
Yeah, because he does say he has night terrors and talks in his sleep.
I thought we were getting a look at that. Let's get over to Steve Langford from the Howard 100 News. Steve, what do you have for us? What are you working on?
Langford has a huge penis.
There he is with his huge penis. What do you have?
As if messing with Howard about not coming to work on time isn't reckless enough. Benji Bronk yelling and screaming Tuesday after the show just down the hall from Howard's office during the time normal humans let Stern get a little rest. Benji taking Stakoma to a whole new shameful level, refusing to answer questions about his apparent death wish here, then lying yet again about a recent ugly disagreement between High Pitch Mike and this reporter. Benji then apparently trying to defy a ban against appearing on the wrap-up show by requesting to be put on the air over the phone. The wrap-up show apparently declined.
No more wrap-up show, no phone calls, nothing, please.
Hey, Steve, what did I lie about, man?
And by the way, you did lie.
What did I lie about?
I saw the tape.
Yeah?
You were accusing Steve of hitting Mike Morales or giving him... They had an argument. There was no hitting. There was nothing. I'm aware of it.
I said Mike accused him of making a physical threat.
Listen to the tape.
Yeah, listen to the tape.
You said more than that.
And then
a lot more than that. And again, you lie and you lie and you lie and you lie. And you think that that's going to deflect attention from what you're doing. You're just about out the door, pal. You just about got fired yesterday. Maybe you should shut up.
Bring Mike Morales in then. He agreed on the tape.
This has nothing to do with
You were late for work.
Right.
Why are you starting in with him about Mike Morales? You're not right about it.
Well, Mike Morales agreed on the
No, he didn't. Again, you lied. He denied it, you clown.
Ask Doug.
I heard they had words.
No, we have the tape.
Okay, can Doug run the tape then and see if I'm right or wrong?
If you're still working here.
All right, look. You need to calm down.
Howard, I didn't like
the guy asked you a question.
Right.
And you start attacking him about Mike Morales and himself.
Yes.
And it turns out they did have words, and that was it. And he was asking you about you being late.
Wait, I asked him did Mike make a...
But that's like you saying, well, Robin's sometimes late. I mean, what about you?
I asked you if Mike accused you of making a physical threat against him. Did Mike accuse you of making a physical threat?
Did not. Get the story straight.
will
But
he agree
again,
with that?
you're deflecting, buddy. You just about got fired yesterday. But I guess that doesn't matter. And again, when Howard Stern is trying to get a little rest, you're yelling and screaming when everybody else knows to be quiet.
All I know is I get a video yesterday. You know, I watch everything. It's video of Steve and Benji yelling at each other.
No, I'm not yelling.
No, he was yelling at you, and it was wild.
So, Benji, it seems like you don't care about getting fired.
No, I care. I do care. I wouldn't want to be fired. I enjoy working here. Hey, I heard you were...
But it's
Mike
not
Morales
about me.
accused you of physically attacking him.
Okay, but it's not
Is that
about
true?
me.
Did you physically attack Mike Morales?
But we need to ask you about
Did you physically attack
dodging.
him? Did you physically
You
attack
were
Mike?
dodging.
Did you physically attack
Do you
Mike
care
Morales?
about getting
Why
fired
would
or
you?
not?
Well, is that a fireable
Do you
offense to
answer
physically
the
attack
question?
Mike Morales?
You'll have to talk to these guys
Is he
about
allowed?
it.
Is he to be allowed to be attacked
What's
because he's
next?
gay? Was that an
Are we
anti-gay?
talking about
Was it an anti-gay assault?
Benji's joke hunt?
Are gay people not
Is that
protected
what's
at
next?
Sirius? Because are gay people
What's
not
next for
protected?
you?
Why'd you
What are
attack
you gonna
Mike
do?
Morales? Are you upset that he's gay?
Howard's sleeping right now, and you might be
Where's he sleeping?
considering
In your
him
in your
for the
pocket?
first time.
He's
So,
sleeping in your
yeah,
pocket?
down the hall.
Are you going to physically
So you
attack
might keep
him
quiet.
too? If you find out that he's there, are you going to attack
care?
him?
You don't
you
care
don't
about
care.
him
You don't
sleeping?
care about Mike Morales
You're
feeling
imitating.
safe at the workplace.
So
do you feel about Mike? Do you
don't
feel
care
for
about
Mike
showing
Morales?
up for-
Do you care
don't
if he's
care.
safe or not?
And we're not talking
why is
about
it?
Mike
Why do you
Morales
have a
or
right to physically attack him?
No.
Answer me.
Don't lie.
I'm lying.
Don't
Why do you have a right to physically
Again,
attack him?
Don't lie.
Can you answer?
Again and again and again.
Why
and
should
again.
I?
Yes
Whether
or no?
someone's gay or straight,
Do you
they should
care?
be safe in the workplace and not be physically
Detlef
attacked.
Bronk,
Do you have a right to physically
38
attack
years
someone?
old,
Do you have a right to physically
showing up
attack
on
someone in the
time.
workplace? Do you
I'm
have a
never
right?
late.
Do you have a right?
The guy's quiet. The guy's trying
Do
to
you
sleep.
have a right?
The boss
Do you
is
have a
trying to
right?
sleep.
Do you have a right to physically attack?
Go tell him.
I will tell you that I do not think people should be physically attacked in the workplace. Do you think you have the right?
Okay, what about the questions?
What about my question?
I'm not doing a story about
But
it.
I'm not either.
And you're lying again.
No, what am I lying about, Steve?
Everything.
No, I'm not. Steve,
Showing
Steve,
up on time.
Tell me why you're physically
Lie
attacking people in the
over
workplace.
and over
Tell me
and over
why you're
and
physically
over again.
attacking people in the
No,
workplace.
you don't lie,
Are you
you
too
dodge.
stressed out that you have to physically attack people?
Why are you trying to wake this guy up?
Why are you physically attacking people? Why?
He's trying
Why?
to wake up the
Why are
boss.
you physically attacking people?
Yes or no?
Do you feel that you need to hit somebody to feel like a man?
So you can't.
Do you want to hit
go on
me?
the
Why
wrap-up
you
show.
hit me, dude?
I'm
Why
gonna
you
ask
hit
you
me?
questions.
Why
I
you
want
hit
you to
me?
answer
Why
questions.
you physically attack me?
I want you
Why
to
you
answer
physically?
questions.
I don't want you to physically attack people here anymore.
Can you answer any
Can you
questions?
stop physically attacking
Do you
people?
care?
Do you care if people feel
You're
safe
waking
in the
up the
workplace?
boss.
Do you care that you're waking him up?
You know, in the interests of him getting what he deserves, a little respect from you for a change, I'm going to stop.
You know what? I'm not. I was upset that he was accused of physically attacking me
When was this?
a couple weeks ago.
Oh. So the news has gotten out, yeah.
That happened, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we won't get, no, I wouldn't
Tell
say.
the truth.
No, a physical attack meaning like punch, no. But he went mental on me. Yes.
And made physical things to you that made you feel threatened?
No.
I didn't speak to him for a couple of weeks.
Right. But there was nothing.
He just said, you're answering for him.
We have
Why are you answering
disagreements all
for
the
him?
time.
Yeah, but you did a physical thing towards him. Did he do a physical
Tell
thing
the
towards
truth
you?
again.
I'll explain it off there because it's not something that's gotten on there.
Okay. But did he do a physical thing towards you? He's saying he didn't.
He did something that made me want to leave for the day.
And have you ever done anything made me want to leave?
I don't get in anyone's face.
Was it?
That's Oh.
It was.
I think what Benji's trying to get across is everybody has a little skeleton in the closet. So.
And everybody blows.
Hey, dude! If you want to blow, it's up to him.
Hey, this
I don't
has
see.
nothing
He's
to do
again.
with-
He's
This
bringing up
has
gay
nothing
stuff.
to do with my sex life.
Yeah.
What is this?
He can blow whoever he wants, man.
So you don't care about getting fired?
Do you care about scaring him at the workplace? Does that bother you?
Anything else?
Does that bother you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You gonna be on time tomorrow?
Are you gonna physically assault Mike tomorrow?
Okay.
Steve, did Mike accuse you of making a physical threat?
No.
He didn't. Well, why
And we have the
bring him in
tape.
and
So
ask?
again, but you know, this is Stricoma. This is
good, Steve.
baloney. This is I'm about to be fired, but I'm gonna let's talk about something else. We don't want to talk about that, do we?
All right. Okay. What? What do you want from me?
I don't know why. Listen,
He just told you no, he didn't make a physical threat.
That's what Mike says on the video.
Get the tape, you clown. But maybe you should worry about your job.
I'm worried.
I
don't like you physically threatening people.
Oh, please, you liar.
Then show the video.
Pathetic,
show the video on
pathological,
constant
Doug Goodstein. Liar.
Ask Doug Goodstein.
You're lying over and over again. How old are you, kid? Tell us. 38 years old, right? Detlef Bronk is related to you, right? Tell us some more lies.
Steve,
we love to hear those lies over and over and over again.
You're saying I'm lying. Show me one place I've ever said that person is related to me. Show me one place I've ever said that.
You're pathetic.
Show me one place I've ever said that.
Just come to work. Just try to come to work. Show a little respect for this place. Show a little respect for Howard Stern.
I really do respect you a lot. And I feel horrible about being late. I do.
Oh, please.
All right. Let's move on.
But I also
by the way, a Howard 100 News survey on Sirius.com showing an overwhelming 73% of respondents think Benji should be fired for being late.
Oh, you guys always, why don't you, for once, like bring Morales in and see if
I don't even care about it. You seem to care about it. I don't.
He's calling me a liar.
He said he didn't physically threaten Mike, and Mike does agree.
Not on that videotape, he didn't.
All right. Well, the fans will watch the videotape on Howard TV.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. Holy mackerel.
So, Benji, you were here early today.
Yes.
What'd you say, around like 4:30?
It might have been a little later. I don't remember. No one was around when I got here, though.
And why so early? You said you were afraid that you might oversleep.
I was. It's scary. What happened the other day is I slept through an alarm, and I was real paranoid of that happening again. So when I woke up, which I woke up real early, I did all my stuff. I showered, and I said because I was still a little tired, I said I'll just come in. I'll sit in the studio and close my eyes.
Are you gonna do this from now on?
I don't know. Like I feel safer doing it, so I don't want to take any risks.
But Howard's kind of said that he still feels this is kind of like a passive aggressive move.
That's sort of. That's sort of. Hey man.
Hey Benji.
Hey, that's sort of a like a standard thing here. Anything you do is passive aggressive. It wasn't intended to be passive aggressive. I can see how people say, "Oh, you're being martyr." What martyr? Sorry, martyr. It wasn't that. I just didn't want to take a risk.
And what's going on with you and Steve Langford?
Well, I don't like that. He always characterized me as a liar, and I don't like that. I've been accused about lying about my age. I don't think if someone lies about their age, it's a big deal. I don't think it means they lie about everything.
He keeps on bringing up your age and Detlef.
Right, who I've said I wasn't supposed to talk about him. I have absolutely never said that he's a relative. I've said, pull it up where I've said that. So Steve says that I'm lying because I claim that this person was, and I've never claimed that. I've just said I can't talk about him. But who gives a fuck?
But what's this news thing that you have with him?
I had heard some people talking about that Mike Morales accused him of making like physically aggressive moves towards him. Now, I thought you filmed it yesterday, right?
Yes.
No, that was you. Yeah. I thought that's what Morales. I thought Morales was saying something was there. Something. Is that what you thought?
Yeah.
So
Steve said no, and Mike said
no,
yes.
and Steve said I'm lying about it. If I said I saw it, I misspoke. I said I heard that Mike accused him of that, and that's what I thought happened. And it seems to be that's what Mike verified, but
So you think Steve's the liar?
Well, I don't know, because to me maybe he doesn't believe that, and if someone, I think of a lie as an intentional cover-up. I don't know for sure. I don't know what Steve believes. From what I know, he's giving out incorrect information.
All right, man. So tomorrow or tonight, are you setting a couple alarms?
Well, no, I'm not leaving, so I'm just going. I'm going back in. So, no alarms needed. I'll see you in a couple hours, man.
All right, man. See you tomorrow morning.
All right, you too.
Steve, we ever gonna get any answers out of Benji?
I don't expect to get answers out of him. In fact, I think Benji's one of the funniest guys around, one of the most creative guys around. But then, when your job's on the line, and you know how much his job is on the line here, it's the same old Benji baloney. Blame somebody else.
Now, what is he talking about? He's implying that you threatened to physically harm Mike Morales?
No, he's not implying, he's claiming. And Mike and I know that we had a heated conversation that got ugly. But that's it. And we have on your tape shows that Michael denied what Benji was saying.
But that's what Benji was referring to. Is that all you guys?
Yes.
You guys just had an argument?
An ugly one.
Ugly argument.
Yes, absolutely.
But he's saying you actually physically
and we have. Yep.
him.
But again, Benji's also saying that he doesn't come to work late. He's saying that he's 4 years younger than he actually is. He's saying he's related to to Detlef Bronk. So, if Benji asked me if I needed to know what time it was, and Benji had a watch, I wouldn't believe what time it is.
Hey, Manny, you're on the air in Kutztown, Pennsylvania.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Manny.
Hey, are you going to get to the Ross and Jason argument today? Stay an extra 5 minutes for us and get to that, could you please?
Yeah, maybe I'll get to that now.
Yeah, that'd be great, because that was a really good argument.
Yeah, that was awesome. I don't know how many people actually ended up here. I'm sure by now everyone's heard it, but Robin, you say you haven't.
I still haven't. I've been waiting to hear it here.
All right, hold it. I'll do it right now. So we
as
get
annoying as Jason can be, he was really dead on with Ross. Ross is very arrogant.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up right now.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. So here's the deal. Ross is a guy. By the way, I never hired Ross here. Ross got his job on his own.
He was working here before we got here.
Yeah, exactly. But people seem to think I hired him as I was listening to the lunacy of the wrap-up show yesterday. But anyway, Ross is a friend of mine, and Ross, to refresh your memory, Tim was in a meeting with Ross. Tim Sabian, our program director, during the meeting, snuck behind Ross, took a picture of his bald spot on his head, and then issued out an email that said, hey, look, Ross is going bald. Ross is going bald was the subject in the email. I pointed out on the air that I thought that was inappropriate. I didn't think it was right.
It's in a meeting.
It's a meeting. Tim's not, listen, it's not, I don't know what, Tim doesn't have to do shtick. Tim's defense, he said, hey, why is everyone getting so serious all of a sudden? I have to create a fun atmosphere for people to work in.
Yeah, it was so much fun for Ross.
I said, yeah, well, that's what I said to Tim. I said, Tim, I don't know that was fun for Ross, that you're sitting there and doing that. And plus, people kind of don't expect that of you when they're in a meeting, in a business meeting.
He can't wait to get to another meeting. That was so much fun.
Tom Chisano was our general manager for years, I said to him, and there was a lot of crazy stuff going on the radio, but he was like the voice of reason.
Right.
Oh, come on, I'm trying to create a fun environment. I said, well, you're doing it at Ross's expense. That's all. It wasn't a big deal to the discussion between Tim and myself. But I said, listen, I don't know if that's setting a fun environment.
I mean, with all the talk about bullying that goes on in the media today, Tim should really think about what he did.
Well, anyway, so that led to one thing and another thing, and then Tim and Ross got into it, and then somehow Ross ended up on the wrap-up show, and Jason started yelling at Ross that I think that he was a crybaby or something.
Hey, Howard, it'll be explained in the first clip, but Ross was upset because Jason tweeted something on his personal tweet about it that he didn't agree with.
Right. Okay, here we go.
Yes. But when you went to your personal
That's Ross.
Twitter feed and wrote what you wrote yesterday, why?
Well, tell him what did he write?
Because it was ball busting. I fucking love ball busting. Had nothing to do with you
So
personally.
do you want me to start ball busting you?
Yes, go crazy with the ball. It was Tim ball.
You know what? I said this to Gary earlier. You know, I care about the little people. I don't mean little people, but I know where I came from, and I was really a friend of yours and a friend of Will's, and I bust his balls about the Philadelphia Phillies. But you know, when Yankee Stadium opened, I took you along for a tour. I've always helped you out with tickets.
I set up
you wanted
that tour.
some dressing advice, so you came to me and said, "Hey, look, I don't want to look like a schlump anymore." Hold on a second. Wait. What am I making up?
You're making it. First of all, I set up that tour. Greg Bonini, he wrote to both of us, and you didn't want to do it. All right. So
wait, hold on a second.
Second of all, first of all, let's explain what the tweet was. Yesterday, I'm listening to the wrap-up show in the back office, and Tim's leaving at Power Play the clip this morning. And as Tim was walking out, he shouts out that he's going to go Photoshop hair on Ross's picture. Right. Now, to me, that was just such a fucking classic moment. Like, here you are, two guys, they're arguing with each other. Tim's way off mic, and he just shouts that out, and I busted out laughing. And I've been putting ball busting notes up on Twitter all week. So I go, ball buster Tim Sabian. I put the quote up. I go, my new hero. That had nothing to do with Ross.
What do you mean it has nothing to do with me?
But it was just a joke with the ball busting. I put notes up about the wrap-up show almost every day on my personal feed.
Let's go back. But I cared about you as a friend.
What fashion advice
And I've helped you out.
Clearly great fashion advice.
No, clearly you just put on too many pounds so you can't fit into anything else.
Oh, Baldy, come on.
So I'm done. I'm going to be your coworker. We have to coexist.
Fine, Ross,
in this.
stop being my friend. See, this is what I'm talking about. Tim was wrong. But look how sensitive Ross is. I sent out a fucking tweet about the wrap-up show yesterday, and now this is a statement on our friendship, and he's not going to be my friend anymore, and he used to treat me good, but he won't treat me good. You are the most sensitive motherfucker on the planet.
Okay, so
goodbye.
It's a fact. You're right.
Right, you're out of my life.
But
right, is that what you want?
But we're
not
ignoring
friends?
the fact that what I said was I thought you were wrong.
Okay, and I disagree with you.
Well, it got more heated. See, now it turned into a second argument because Jason tweeted, "Hey, Tim's my hero."
Well, is Tim now seeing that this isn't
It's not
creating
good.
fun in the workplace?
There isn't a lot of fun.
Now, does this mean our friendship is over?
I don't think there is a friendship.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you see it that way.
You don't see it that way.
No.
You think everything is fine. You don't think the way you conduct yourself in the office that you think that you're a Gary Jr.
What?
You don't think that...
So now Ross is attacking Jason on some level. I don't know why he needed to do that, but it's just getting out of control.
The way you conduct yourself in the office. How many times do I see you yelling at people, screaming at people, getting in fights with other salespeople in our meetings, getting in fights with Gary, slamming the door shut, going on Twitter, "Oh, Howard won't let me in the bathroom." How fucking professional is
First
that?
of all, I didn't go on
You want to
Twitter.
talk about your conduct?
Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
right. You went to Howard's house and complained about it.
First off, I didn't go on Twitter about it. Second off,
What do you even have
can
Twitter?
I finish? You made a statement. I'm going to finish it. So when I raise my voice in a meeting with a salesperson, it's to discuss something. It's not
No, it's
yelling
not.
at them. It's
No,
about
it's
talking
not.
about what?
No, it's not. I've seen you get in fights
Do you know
with
what I do?
this sales guy,
Hold on.
Sam.
Do you know what I do?
Do you know what I do?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, then I know what you do.
I know you produce the show. I know you work on the show. You work on the bits. I know everything you do, and you do a good job of it.
Thank you.
So I asked you, do you know what I do?
Yes.
What do I do?
You're the promotions guy. You're the.
But what do I do? That's my title. What do I do?
What do you do?
Yes.
You're the Well, you're saying that I do producing. I'm saying you do promotions. I mean, that's what you said. You go, you produce stuff and you take pictures.
So my point is, what I'm saying to you is, you just accused me of yelling and screaming and doing things when I said to you, you're a Gary Jr. So I'm
Okay, so we're
explaining to
both
you
making accusations.
why I act a certain way, and I don't yell and scream.
Yes, you do. And I don't see anyone else here yelling and screaming like you do. So if you're gonna call my professionalism into question, I will call yours.
Is Gary Jr. an insult or a compliment?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's a Gary Jr.?
Yeah, and I'll take Gary Jr., by the way. I don't know why people say, "Oh, you want to be Gary." Of course I want to be Gary. Gary's a successful radio producer for 25 years on the greatest radio show ever.
Gary's been doing this for 25 years?
Maybe longer.
28.
I've been doing it for 10.
Okay. So when you get another 18 years under
How many
your
years
belt,
have you worked in radio?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about what I observed about you. Okay.
So you observe that I try and emulate my boss's
I feel
behavior.
that sometimes you flex a little more than you should for
Okay.
some of the power you have, and I don't think you've earned it yet.
See, this is what happens. This is what they teach you when you argue with your wife. You can't go off onto other topics.
Right. Got to stay on topic.
The original topic was whether Tim was wrong in tweeting or whatever, sending out an email of Ross's bald spot. And now Ross attacked Jason as Gary Jr.
Yeah.
For some reason, that was a bad thing. And now Jason's attacking Ross. It's great. It's out of control. Where's this all at, by the way? It's a good argument, though, isn't it? It's a good wrap-up show.
It was really bad. I think you're going to play a clip in a minute. There's like a long period of silence.
Yeah.
And it was Ross, like the veins on his neck were coming out. And I think Ross was going to jump across the console. I think he really wanted to kill Jason. That's how bad it got. But I got to say, the funny thing is Jason didn't even say Tim was his hero for taking the picture. He disagreed with that. Tim made things worse because on the wrap-up show, he said to Ross, I got to go now. I got to go Photoshop hair onto your picture. And Jason said, that's a funny line.
Right.
And that's what got Ross upset.
How many times does Gary have to tell you no to something before you'll get the fucking picture to stay out of his fucking office?
So now we're going to the way I asked to do things, and if I hear no,
yes. Yes, you're very unprofessional. No, you can fight for your cause. You go in there, you slam door, you're screaming on the top of your lungs. I mean, you want to talk professionalism? Let's talk professionalism.
Jason,
I don't think you're very
I'd
professional.
have a little more respect for this conversation if you knew what I did and knew what went on.
Okay, so
why
I'll tell you
the
what.
question was asked. If you're there for every step of the way and understand what the pressures or what the desires and what the needs are of why I'm bringing that subject matter to Gary,
yes.
I would have more respect
if you
for you to talk to me and say why I slammed it or why I didn't want to hear no.
And if you knew everything I did and the pressures and the responsibilities that we have on the Stern angle of it, and then when you come in there like a mental patient and goes, oh, we need to mix in secret words. We need to mix in secret words into the show for advertisers. And it's just like Gary says no to it, I don't know, every day for 4 years. I mean, when are you going to give it
now
up?
You're going way off the reservation. Now you're going to
what reservation?
But now you're bringing up...
I'm calling you unprofessional. That's the reservation.
Hold on, no. Now you're saying when I come into Gary with an ad sales, when a client wanted something...
Right. And you don't take no for an answer. And that's fine. Maybe that's you doing
hold
your
on a
job. But I
second.
don't think it's very professional. I don't see anyone else acting like that around here.
Are you making fun, or are you criticizing me for coming in and bringing up something that made no sense to you?
No, I'm criticizing you for not taking no for an answer and bringing it up every week for 3 years.
Okay. I don't know if you know Sales 101, but you don't take no for an answer.
Well, then your demeanor about it is very unprofessional.
Do you book guests?
Yes.
Okay, when you want your big guest for Geek Time and someone says no to you the first time, do you ever ask again?
Well, I don't threaten them like you do.
Well, now I'm threatening people?
Oh, yeah.
How did I, Gary, do I threaten you?
I'm waiting to hear what he has to say next.
You bitch, Sam Ben Ruby.
No, I'm waiting to hear what he says.
You coming
So
off.
wait,
they got so much money. You have.
Hold on a second,
Ross,
Jason. You have a wonderful way of deflecting. I asked you a question. Answer it.
Yes.
You accuse me of not taking no for an answer and keep coming back.
Right.
When you book a guest and you hear no, do you ask again?
Sometimes I don't. Depends what
But
the
you're
situation
accusing me
is.
of going to Gary and not
Let me
taking
explain
no
to you
for
what
an
I'm
answer.
accusing you
No,
of.
answer the
I
question.
am. I'm going to answer the question. What I'm accusing you of, you accuse me of being unprofessional. I'm saying you're being unprofessional. Whether or not you're doing your job is one thing, and the way that you're doing it is an unprofessional manner. You yell and you scream and you act like a baby. You do it in meetings, you do it to people in the hall, and you do it in Gary's office. That is the end of my statement.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Jeez, now I got to go around watching Ross to see if all this is true.
Yeah. Wonder what Tim's next bit is going to be.
Yeah, to improve the
Relations.
atmosphere in the office.
He's creating fun. He goes, come on, we're in a joking job. We have to create a loose, fun atmosphere. I go, really? Is that what you need to do? Why don't you let me worry about that?
I don't think he did it here.
His big quote was, "This isn't an insurance company." I'm like, you're not kidding.
Yeah, but we can't even get the funny stuff done anymore.
My job is a lot like a coach.
Right.
We plan our success, and we execute the plan.
I like...
Oh, sorry.
I like teasing Ross. I know Ross is a very sensitive person. I do.
I was watching Howard TV Behind the Scenes, which is my favorite show on Howard TV. They're doing a great job, and this week they have 3 different scenarios of what went on behind the scenes, and one of them was when this naked chick came in, and then I see Tim behind the scenes. He's sitting in the control room of the TV studio, Watching the naked chick.
Whoa. Doesn't he have things to do?
I don't know. He's creating fun all over the place.
I think Ross has a lot of personality flaws. Like, he's very sensitive, and he has a big ego, and he thinks his shit doesn't stink, and he holds everything over everyone's head like he's the last time I get you Foo Fighters tickets, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's like the Santa Claus of the office. And I think it's funny to poke holes in that persona, but I never had anything personal against Ross.
You just listed 5 things.
Well, listen, I have my own flaws, too. I know them. Doesn't
What
mean I
are
don't
they?
like myself.
What are your flaws?
I'm loud.
Right.
I have a horrible nasally voice.
Right.
I can definitely say you'll go too far with either making fun of people or saying things where I shouldn't say things. Yeah, I got flaws.
What about in the office? What about your
all
professional
those things
life?
are things I do in the office. I'm loud in the office. I talk too much. I say things I probably shouldn't say sometimes. I mean, it happens. And I'm fat. I mean, I don't know. I got lots of flaws. You're very tan. I don't know how.
Yeah, man. How are you so tan?
Wow.
Are you hitting on the personal level or the professional level?
Professional. Listen, man, I love Ross. And I know he's very busy because every Thursday through Monday you can't find him because he's in the Bahamas or Miami. Or why is everyone laughing? Everyone's laughing off, Mike.
Jason, you know what? If you didn't work in this environment, I don't think you'd have a job.
Well, I don't think you would either.
Well, there you go.
My goodness.
Jason knows how to argue, man. Anyway, so it got worse and worse. You want to hear the last clip?
Sure. I want to know how this ends.
Well, not well. I think Ross tries to get Jason to step outside.
Ooh.
Jason knows how to get under your skin, but the thing that pisses me off about it, and he enjoys it.
Oh,
he
yes.
gets off on it. And if you show him that side of you, he will attack because that's a part of his personality that I can't stand, but he loves.
Especially a paper.
Wait, have you ever been punched out?
Punch in the face? I don't think I've been punched in the face. I've gotten in a fight before. But especially a paper tiger like Ross is somebody who is great because he has such an inflated ego and an arrogance about himself that anytime you could just needle that a little, it's like the greatest thing in the world. That's why, even though Tim was in the wrong yesterday, it was great radio because, oh no, it got under Ross's perfect skin. And Tim is right. You are a ball buster. And Tim, I'm not defending what Tim did because I think that is wrong the way he took your picture in the meeting and just sent it out on an email without you knowing about it. But I mean, he did have a point at some point. Get over it, dude. I mean, really. Yeah, see, you're gonna be angry at Tim. You're taking the anger at Tim to me now because I put out one tweet yesterday saying I was enjoying the wrap-up show. Before what happened before the tweet?
I just told you.
Well, I missed it. What, you've been thinking this the whole time?
All
You're
your
just
little
angry?
bullshit. And
you
you know
can't
what?
even keep an assistant, dude. This is what a horrible boss you are.
Wow.
People are just leaving you in droves. What are you on, 2 assistants in 3 years now?
How fat are you?
285 pounds.
So every day I'm going to bring a scale next to you, and we're going to start weighing you every day. And you come to my office and do attendance because you're sure that I don't show up for work.
I never said you didn't show up for work.
You're more than welcome to come to my office every day to see if I'm there. And there's going to be a scale there. And we're going to have the Jason show.
I ain't your boss.
And
I
we're
don't
going
care
to
where you work
watch
and don't
how
work.
fat you are every day. So you want to do that with me?
No.
You can take my attendance. You're sure I don't come? You're sure I'm not here Thursday through Monday?
No, Ross, I'm not your boss. I don't really care.
No, but you're acting like it. You're taking attendance
You
for me.
called me unprofessional, and we got in this long argument about who's the most unprofessional.
But you're making accusations that you can't back up.
Well,
It's
you're
easy
right here. So say it. Are you not in Miami every other weekend?
No, I'm not in Miami every
well,
other
then
weekend.
there's your side of the story. Congratulations.
And we don't have to talk about my assistant, but she decided to leave, and it wasn't because she couldn't work with me. Okay?
Really?
Yeah, really.
Well, I don't listen. All I know is your assistant's leaving. Tim's got 2 assistants. They're multiplying. He can't get rid of them. They're flocking.
I wish I wasn't working here with you. I really do. I really do.
Aw. Well, then quit, and then you could beat me up on the street if that's what you're looking
I'm
to do.
not beating you up.
Then what? Then what? If it's not about that.
You are a piece of work.
There you go. Well, anyway.
You said that was the last clip, but if you care, I have a bonus clip.
What's the bonus
right
clip?
in the other column in white.
Yeah.
So what happened was we went to commercial break, and then when we were commercial break, Ross wasn't done yet, and
is this where you asked him to step outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll try to resolve this. We'll try to talk about Dave Navarro.
Try and let some tension out of the room. You're listening to the wrap-up show
Take a walk.
on Howard 100. Howard 100.
Wow. No, I'm serious, Jason. Come on.
No.
No, take a walk. I'm not going to touch you. Just come on. Take a walk.
Wait, a guy who just called me an asshole for 8 years is telling me to take a walk with him in the air? Come on. Come here.
Come take a walk. You're a big guy behind the microphone. I'm not going to hit you. You're going to have Jim Trellis. Come take a walk.
I'm afraid of you hitting me. I just don't want to have an argument with you off the air. We'll have the argument on here.
Raise my voice like I
To the camera come?
Just take a walk with me. I'm
No, I don't feel like I'm too fat to walk.
I promise you, I'm not going to yell and I'm not going to slam the door. Just take a walk with me. If you can sit there behind the microphone, you can give me the decency.
I'll come to your office after the break.
No, I'd like to talk to you right now. I have to interview someone that's been sitting there for 20 minutes because my assistant didn't want to work for me. So come over here, Mr. Big Shot. I'm serious. I'd like to talk to you.
I'll talk to you in your office after the show, or I'll talk to you on the air now. Because I'm in the middle of doing a radio show.
You're behind the microphone. You're Mr. Big Guy.
I'll come talk to you in your office
You're
after
Mr.
the
Big
show.
Guy.
I'll come talk to you in the office after the show.
Talk to me right now.
No, I don't want to talk to you.
Why not?
Because you're not my
so
boss and you can't
fucking
order
big
me
to talk
around.
behind a microphone. You can't talk to me. Please turn it off.
Well, they turned it off. Whose idea was to turn it off?
I thought they put it down and left it on.
Right. Oh, man.
So what happened was Jason stepped outside. He came back about 30 seconds later. He goes, yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. You're a piece of shit. I hope you die. Don't ever talk to me again.
Right. So are they talking at all?
I don't think so.
Right.
See, the thing is...
this all happened because Tim started in taking pictures of Ross's bald spot.
Making sure we have a fun environment.
Right.
This is the greatest show on earth.
And then Tim congratulated Jason for yelling at Ross.
Really?
So then when somebody fucks up around here, they're going to say, hey, Tim, you take pictures of people's bald spots. See?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the thing with Jason and Ross has been brewing long before this.
Yeah.
But, man, it just... When they left the studio, John and I almost were like, we thought we went too far. You know?
Maybe. I mean, you didn't go too far. Maybe they did.
Or maybe let it go too far.
Hey, what are you going to do, man? They're fighting. Might as well fight on the air if you're going to fight. Why do it off the air?
True.
You know what I'm saying? In fact, anything, I realize when you fight on the air, it keeps things civil. Like people don't end up killing each other because they're worried with the cameras on the, the cameras and the microphones are open.
Evidence.
Yeah, evidence. I was watching something on TV the other day. I said, these guys would be killing each other if there wasn't a camera on them. It's the only thing that's keeping them from killing each other. But I don't know. I don't think that. See, my whole basic point to Tim was missed. I said, Tim, you can't be in a meeting with in a sales meeting and start taking pictures of people's bald spots and then emailing it to people.
That's not called having fun. That's called sabotage.
Yeah, I said, you're not even doing it on the air. You're just doing it. You're the program director.
Yeah.
That's how this all got started. So my original point still hasn't been made. Nobody gets it.
Tim was just, when you were telling him, he kept saying, what's the big deal? It's fun, fun, fun. Everybody's having fun.
Gary, listening back to that clip, you just said as soon as it happened, you felt as if maybe you and John let it go too far.
Yeah, because it was really tense and it was really ugly, and I thought it might get physical. But not only that, you could see that it wasn't one of those things that was going to be repaired in a minute, or may never be repaired. And Ross is a good friend of mine, and Jason's a good friend of mine. I like them both, and it was just really, it was ugly. I mean, it's fascinating to watch, and it's fascinating to listen to, but sometimes we do stuff here that may affect the bigger picture.
Right, you have personal ties to it.
Well, not only that, but we have that meeting where Tim took the picture of Ross. Well, we're in that meeting every Monday, and sometimes that meeting is literally me, Jason, Ross, and one other person. So now I have to do this meeting every Monday. I need to get stuff done, and I've got a person here and a person here who can't even look at each other.
Did that happen this past Monday?
Yeah, sort of.
And it's just an awkward tension. You can feel it in the room.
Yeah, everybody's aware of it.
Now, I know you have to be objective on the wrap-up show, but now that you've had some time to think about it, whose side are you on? Who do you think is in the
I'm
right?
not on either one side. I think that Ross probably overreacted a tiny bit to Jason's tweet. But like I just said on the air, this wasn't really about Jason's tweet. This has been going on for a long time. It's very simple. Jason sees Ross as the suit. And Jason thinks Ross is arrogant, this and that. Ross sees Jason as a guy who doesn't respect him. And, maybe it is weird because Jason probably knows Ross as my friend and Howard's friend before he knows him as an executive here. But Ross said to Jason, would you talk to any other senior VP of this company like that? And the answer is probably not.
Definitely not. Do you think Jason owes Ross that respect because of his title?
Yes and no, because once you get into I would call it the stern octagon, once you're over the wrap-up show, those things sort of fall by the wayside. If he acted like that out in the hallway, absolutely owes him that respect. But when you come on the air, you're saying to everybody, all right, you can come on, here's a place, a safe haven to tell your true feelings.
Beauty of the wrap-up show, a very level playing field.
Yes, exactly.
Jason, you've had some time to, I'm sure, listen back to that clip a few times and really let it sink in. You've had a weekend to think about what happened between you and Ross. Have you changed your stance at all? Have you come back towards him a little bit?
No. I would say, if anything, maybe I went a little overboard. Maybe I got a little defensive because I knew where he was going. And maybe I went a little overboard. But other than that, no. But Ross did this to me last year with the bathroom. Howard and Gary and Tim, his friends, his longtime friends, they go over each other's houses, they eat together, blah, blah, blah. The only three people with power in this building to lock Ross out of that bathroom or give him access, they all voted no. But who does he blame? Who does he direct all his anger at when he can't get in that bathroom? Me. Go pull the tape. Screaming at me because he blames me for him not being in that bathroom. He loves going after the person with the least amount of power because that's his MO. He was mad at Tim, he yells at me. He's mad at Tim and Howard and Gary, he yells at me. So, he always throws that, I'm not your friend anymore cards. You know what? You're not my friend. You're not my friend, okay? I live with you. I'll get through life without you being my friend. We're co-workers. And that's it.
So Gary was correct when he said this tension has been mounting for almost years now. I mean,
I've never felt as comfortable around Ross as a friend since that bathroom incident, but I didn't realize that he had been building up this whole thing against me that exploded on the wrap-up show. Because as Gary pointed out on the air, it wasn't about the tweet. Apparently, it was about other shit. So, once he started going down that road again on the wrap-up show, that's where I was just like, all right. The first time he did it, I was, put off by it, but I tried to put it behind me. The second time he does it, forget it. Fuck him. He's going to blame me every time Gary or Howard pisses him off. He can fuck himself.
Ross, I'd like to hear your take on the events that transpired on the wrap-up show last week, and if you're feeling any more.
I just want to move on. I have, it's an interesting dynamic here. I am an executive on the Sirius XM side and work closely with the Stern Show, and it's great radio, I get it. I just want to move on from it. I am disappointed in Tim. I'm still upset at Jason. I felt that there was no respect towards me. I feel that he can just open, a throw grenade in the room and have fun with it. I was unable to defend myself the way I'd like to on the air, but I will defend myself off the air. But I just want to move on. We all have to work together, and as I said, it's a professional environment, and I'm sure I love to have fun, and we'll keep that out of the workplace. But I'm disappointed in Tim, and I'm still very upset with Jason. I feel there was a lack of respect there that I deserve some.
Grow up, realize I have nothing to do with keeping you out of the bathroom. Nothing. I have nothing to do with taking a picture of your bald head and emailing it to everybody. Nothing. I had nothing to do with Tim yelling at you on the wrap-up show. Nothing. I wrote a tweet laughing about what Tim said on the wrap-up show, and now I'm public enemy number one with you. No, you're picking on the weakest person here, and it's disgusting.
And you've become the scapegoat for his built-up tension and
I am the
frustration.
scapegoat. I am the scapegoat for everything wrong in Ross's work life. Yes, I am the scapegoat. But no more. I am not a scapegoat. Tim and Ross always threatening to go down roads with each other. I go right down the road. I hop right in the car, I go right down the road. Dude, so much shit I didn't even get to on the wrap-up show. So much.
Do you think this will come out, or do you think if Ross comes to you, if he extends the olive branch?
Yes. I don't hate Ross Zapin as a person. If he comes to me and he says, listen, I'm sorry, you're right. I took out my anger on the wrong person. I was wrong. I will apologize. And I say, you know what, maybe I went a little, I would say I went a little overboard on the wrap-up show. I didn't need to jump down your throat like that. But otherwise, I'm not interested. I'm not going to be the one to extend the olive branch because he's the one that has a problem with me, and not vice versa. I don't even care. I don't care. This is work. This isn't camp. I don't care. If Ross apologized to me, I would be gracious and accept it. And that's it.
But anything short of that, you've got more ammo built up.
I have ammo on everybody here. Let me... Watch out, Greg. No,
all right, let me end this interview.
Let's end this interview immediately. I hope we don't get into another fight on the air. If we do, I can certainly hold my own again. That's all I'll say.
Benji went out on the town yesterday, and, there's a whole issue here in New York. They're raising the tolls into the city. Aren't they, doubling them?
I keep hearing the news story, and it sounds like they're going up a lot. They're supposed to, take a lot more money out of people's pockets over the course of a year.
Well, they were holding a hearing. A lot of people are really pissed off. The whole thing's kind of crazy. Anybody who has to commute into Manhattan for a living is like, what? Are you kidding me? You're going to double the tolls?
It costs a lot already.
Is that the issue, Benji? They're going to double them, right? Isn't it that much money that they're actually going to...
You know what? I know it's for a large increase of the fares and the tolls, but I don't know what the actual amount is. And I think it's definitely going to happen. They're just having hearings.
So they held a hearing on it. A lot of people are outraged. And then I think at the hearing, they bust in a bunch of transit-type workers or something because they're for it.
Right, they said union people.
Construction people.
Construction. Yeah, well, they're for it because it represents more money for jobs.
In fact, some of them told me they were kind of forced to
show up.
Yeah.
So it was this whole big hearing, pretty serious topic. But at these hearings, everybody gets up and talks and talks and talks.
Yeah, it would cost motorists $17 by 2014, up from the current $8 if the tolls are increased.
So Benji went to the hearing, and one of the complaints was that the hearing was like the room was too small and this and that. Everyone was just kind of irritated. Everyone gets up and makes speeches. I think so many people get up and make speeches that you become dulled to whatever they're saying.
It doesn't even matter anymore.
So
but I also think they're at odd times of the day.
They are. And so Benji got up there, and he started doing the speech from Footloose. Remember when Kevin Bacon gets up?
Yes.
And he gets up to the high school meeting because he wants to have a dance? And remember how proud the girlfriend is?
Yes.
Lori Singer, right? And the dad even changes his mind about Kevin Bacon.
Everybody's beaming.
Everyone's beaming because the kid's making a lot of sense. Fuck it, let's have a dance, even though it leads to sex. That dancing. So Benji got up at the transit hearing, the Port Authority hearing, I should say, on the whole hikes, and actually made the same speech. And what's amazing to me is so many people are making speeches. It appears that nobody's even upset. They don't even know what he's talking about, and they don't care.
Hey, let him go on.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say a few words about this motion so that you wouldn't think that we were encouraging destruction with this idea.
You know how Benji gets thrown out after the first 5 seconds of anything he does?
He doesn't expect to have to go on, does he?
He got through his whole speech. And I think people liked it.
From the oldest of times.
There's something about this speech, even when Kevin Bacon made it, it wins people over. If you find things are going desperately bad for you, just make the speech from Footloose.
People dance for a number of reasons. They danced in prayer, or so that their crops would be plentiful, or so their hunt would be good. And they danced.
I'm telling you, I watched the video of this. And people
are sleeping.
They're just like, it's just like any other speech. And it sounds serious, and it sounds like the guy's trying to make a point. And for all they know, he probably is making a point.
To stay physically fit and show their community spirit. And they dance to celebrate. And that is the dancing that we're talking about. Aren't we told in Psalm 149, praise ye the Lord? Sing unto the Lord a new song. Let them praise his name in the dance. Amen. And it was King David. King David, who we read about.
Now at this point, Benji stands up and like detaches the microphone from the mic stand.
And he's walking around.
He's walking around. So it sounds like he's very King David and...
In Samuel. And what did David do?
Go ahead.
What did David do?
Say it.
What did David do? David danced before the Lord with all his might. Leaping and dancing before the Lord. Leaping and dancing.
Beautiful read, by the way.
Ecclesiastes assures us that there is a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to laugh. And a time to weep.
Sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to show this on TV, but
of course we are.
The visual on this, the funniest thing is there's a woman standing next to Benji who has to sign everything he says.
Yeah.
And when Benji gets excited, she gets excited.
Right. Yeah, there's a sign language lady there.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty cool video, actually. Good work, Benji.
Hey, thanks. Actually, I want to thank the girl who shot it. Was a guest on the show. I'm friends with her.
Oh, no kidding.
The dog girl. Remember Nikki Mustaki?
Oh, the dog girl. Of course. Who the hell are you talking about?
Dog girl.
Oh, well, she shot it for us.
Very nice.
Petpostcardproject.com.
A time to mourn. And there is a time to dance.
Right.
And there was a time for this law, but not anymore. See, this is our time to dance. It is our way of celebrating life. It's the way it's always been.
How inspirational. And everyone's just kind of in a, I don't know, a haze.
What is really going on? Because nobody's stopping him.
No.
Nobody realizes this is nonsense and has nothing to do with the fare hike.
Right.
This is crazy. This is what is happening with our tax dollars.
But in a way, I mean, it's like I think they were thinking like, well, maybe he's saying, okay, dancing, he's against the proposition to raise the taxes and to raise the tolls, and he's saying we should dance as a community. Who knows what? I mean, who knows what? Or they were just like tuned out. And as soon as he seemed fairly serious, and
it seems like nobody's listening to anyone.
I listened to that read. I mean, it rivals Kevin Bacon's performance.
It's the way it should be now.
What an actor.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Wow.
Well,
Thank you. The guy thanked him.
Yeah. And actually, it worked. Port Authority is having a dance now.
Yeah. They're having a big dance. All of Port Authority is dancing.
Benji, I don't want to jinx you or anything, but you're kind of on fire lately with your, coming on the heels of your Anthony Weiner press conference debacle, and now most recently this Footloose parody.
Thanks.
But what's coming down the pike for you next? Where is your mind taking you? Where, 'cause the creative juices are.
I would like to have
with
done
you.
this. Like, I didn't really. I want to. It's an idea I had for a long time. I always thought that speech was so fun, but I wanted to. I should have memorized the speech, which I know. I didn't get the movie in time, but next time I'd like to memorize the speech.
But anyway, Benj, where do you get the ideas for this? Does it come to you? Do you brainstorm? Do you see a movie?
That's
and
an
say,
idea
hey,
I
this
had
could
for
work
years.
in
I've
real
always
life?
wanted to do that, like go to a meeting and do that speech. That's one of the few movies I've seen. I love that speech scene. I love that whole movie.
Are there any other movies or scenes that, or maybe real life events that you'd like to recreate?
Well, at the Howard Stern speech, our last day rally, I don't know if anyone caught it, but I did our final day rally after K-Rock.
Right.
When we were saying goodbye
and went to the rally and all that
yeah,
stuff.
at the rally I did it in English, but as I did a Hitler speech. Hitler rallying people. My blood for our blood I forget what it was, but I should have memorized that one too. Anyway.
So maybe you're going to go back to your dictator.
Hitler gave very good speeches.
He was a very powerful
Hitler
man.
and Kevin Bacon both give good speeches. Yeah.
Perhaps there's a connection in history.
Yeah.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon with Hitler.
Jews don't like bacon.
I do.
Kara Sedgwick is Jewish though.
She's so hot.
She is.
Well, good job, Benj. We're all proud of you.
Let's hear from our newest addition to Howard 100 News.
The man who's shaking it all up.
Yeah, what's his name again? John Lieberman. Yeah, I think we got a theme.
John Lieberman was hired because he's Jewish.
There he is, John Lieberman.
Jewish.
I heard you got upset because Benji went up to John Lieberman and said, like in all seriousness, kind of like, hey, do you think you're a good-looking guy? Because I think I'm kind of on par with you. And
No. Well,
right? Do I have that right?
Well, he was doing a story about me and asked me if I thought I was like a model or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, well, we kind of look alike.
Yeah, like who do you think's better? Like Benji's point was, hey John, you're kind of in the same boat as I am.
I have to say, last night I was watching Millionaire Matchmaker.
Right.
And they had this guy on who I thought was kind of good looking. Then I started really looking at him. And I was like, oh, my God, he sort of looks like Benji.
Oh, really?
Thanks, Ron.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it's the other way. Maybe I'm actually good looking.
I don't know. Benji almost has me convinced he's good looking because I don't think of Benji in the least bit attractive, category. Like, he looks horrible.
That could be all personality.
And you know what?
Look
and you want to know
a
something?
close-up of my face.
Yeah, he keeps saying this, and now I'm getting kind of sucked in that he might be like a really good looking guy.
Well, that's what I had to start questioning. I was like, well, this guy I think is good looking, and now I'm thinking he looks like Benji.
Wait, I'm looking at you on the monitor. That'll help me.
Well, I want to put my eyes
Beth said you're actually kind of nice looking.
Thanks.
And I was like, really? Benji's vile? First of all, he's fat.
Leave out that.
Well, take
just
that away.
From here to here. Look.
Yeah. I don't know. You look odd to me. Seriously, I'm being honest. I don't think you're good looking. I mean, I don't think I'm good looking, so I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying I don't think you're that good looking.
No, I'm not incredible. But I'm
once
very
you got that
good-looking.
blonde girl, the one that you brought to that Christmas party,
You started thinking
I started
of
thinking
him
maybe you are
differently.
because she's pretty hot.
Thanks.
And that other girl you dated was pretty hot too. The one with the
girls
dark
I've
hair.
dated,
Yeah. Not all the girls you dated.
I'm like a chubby Jake Gyllenhaal.
Look, Robin, look. Okay.
Do you think Benji's good looking, Fred? Seriously, I mean, not that we're guys and we don't know, but
In his current state?
yeah,
No.
no.
Robin?
Yes?
Just look.
Oh, he's so gross.
Robin?
Around
you think
the
he's good
eyes.
looking?
Just show his eyes.
All right. Yeah, can you zoom in and not see
on
anything
the
else?
My eyes in my cage.
Would you seriously? Would you
Now
a
look
guy who
at
looked
that.
like that?
Look at that. Now stop crossing your eyes.
But look at that. He's got like big red zits all over it.
Just look at the eyes.
I mean, that's ridiculous. If you look at my eyes, I'm good looking. I got two of them.
Just my left eye, Robin.
Look at his eyelash. Yeah, but look how sweaty he is. Look at
That's
the
not sweat.
Pull back. Look at the pimples on his cheeks.
Oh, come on.
Look at that. I mean, your skin is bad.
If we're really gonna do that, let's see a close up of your skin.
No, but Benji, I claim to be bad looking.
You're not. You're beautiful.
No, but you're not good looking.
Honest, I
think that if you take
I'm actually.
Benji,
I don't want to get into this.
I think you have a sexy, cool look.
I got a lot of cool
but I'm
stuff.
actually
Stop
better looking
it.
than you.
All right.
I think if you take Benji's parts individually, they are nice parts.
Thanks.
Maybe they don't go together.
Skin is sweaty and horrible. I mean, my God. Yeah, Matt, you're on the air. Hi, Matt.
now.
Hey now.
Are you guys insane? Benji is a fucking troll.
But I think Robin's digging his look.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I started to see.
Would you go out with Benji? Seriously?
No. Not Benji.
Put me on
Someone
your
who
calendar.
looked like Benji,
Yeah,
maybe.
you would go
with
out
a
with
better Benji's personality is what.
Have you ever seen his stomach?
No, but it's his personality that keeps
All right.
people away.
All right.
I actually have a great personality.
Yeah, you'd have to tell me.
Yeah. Wow. But anyway, I guess John Lieberman, like Benji got a hold of him and managed to piss him off because John was like, I think I'm a lot better looking than you. And he was getting into an argument with Benji. But what do I know?
Benji.
Yeah?
Why are you so concerned about your looks? Why does this...
Well, a lot of people like have this. It's like a stereotype that I'm not good looking, and it's like it's not based in truth. And I'm just trying to, convince people that I am.
I think he's drumming up this whole controversy because he wants to get back in the headlines. He wants to be the center of attention. He wants to be the focus, and there's no issue here. The issue is I'm better looking than Benji. I have the track record. I have just better looks. You can just look at us side by side, which I'd welcome him to do. So it's a trumped up story. There is no story. This is Benji trying to get attention.
Yeah, you want to talk about this guy Dave Portnoy real quick?
Yeah.
What's going on? So. Here's some very brief notes on him. Here is the picture that caused all the controversy.
It's way weird.
So you got the gist of it.
So weird.
He found it on the internet. He posted it. He said, "Look at the enormous cock on Brady's kid. Everything Brady does is great."
Kid's cock's bigger than mine. It pisses me
Right.
off.
News picked up on it. Accused him of being a pedophile. State troopers came to his house and said, "Look, take the pictures down, so there's no trouble." He took it down, but he still doesn't see why.
He didn't take the
wrong.
picture down until the state troopers told him to take it down.
Right.
He's like Sal. He doesn't know what's wrong until it's wrong.
There's a guy on the phone, Dave Portnoy. He's the founder of BarstoolSports.com. I'll tell you why I got him on the phone. Hey, Dave. Dave's from Boston. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
All right. So Dave has Gary told me about this yesterday, and I figured, well, okay, I'll put Dave on the phone. Dave has a website for sports information. You go on there, and he's kind of like the Perez Hilton of sports. You know what I mean?
Oh, just gossip about sports?
Gossip
figures?
about sports and stuff like that. He posted a picture. There was a picture taken by some paparazzi. David Beckham and his wife are on vacation. Their young son, it looks like he's about 2 or 3 years old. How old is the son?
He's 2. It's Brady's son. It's Tom Brady's son.
Oh, Tom Brady's son. Okay. He's 2 years
and
old.
Giselle.
And Giselle Bundchen. The kid was running around naked, as 2-year-olds will do. And a paparazzi took a picture of this kid. So the kid's nude. So young boy.
Full frontal?
Full frontal, 2-year-old boy. Dave put it on his website, as many people did. And he mentioned that the kid was hung like a horse. He's had a big cock for a 2-year-old. Now, while that's funny, Robin.
It's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate. And Dave, people said, you must take this down. It's kiddie porn. And I saw the picture, and quite frankly, I do think it's kiddie porn. I don't think you should put a picture of a 2-year-old nude. And
I think you can't.
And I don't think you should mention his cock. But anyway, Dave Portnoy did it.
And now?
And a lot of people complained. And he said, I'm not taking down any picture. And then I guess, I don't know if it was Tom Brady or some people are screaming they're going to have lawsuits and injunctions. And a lot of people told Dave it was wrong to post this picture. And Dave, I guess after a lot of people told him it was wrong, took it down begrudgingly because he didn't think he did anything wrong. Do I have that right, Dave?
You have it almost right. The reason I took it down is the state cops actually showed up at my house.
I would imagine so.
State cops said that it's wrong to put a nude 2-year-old on circle his cock. And did you circle his cock with a pen?
No.
No, okay.
No, I didn't.
But you said, what did you say exactly about his cock?
The exact blog, it's a short one. The caption on it was, check out the howitzer on Brady's kid.
The howitzer.
The howitzer.
Right.
And then below it was, that's a hog for a 2-year-old, just swinging low like a boss. I guess we shouldn't be surprised, though. That's what MVP quarterbacks do. They impregnate chicks and give birth to big kids. Does Peyton Manning have any children? If he does, I bet they got pencil dicks.
Right. So, in other words, you saw that as a compliment to Brady, that you were complimenting his son's dick.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, is it true that you really don't understand why what you did was wrong?
Well, the issue isn't so much for me whether what I did was wrong. I will let you or anybody really say that it's wrong. My issue is I legally know I'm within my rights to do it, and I don't really think people should be taking the moral high ground against me that just because you think it's wrong, I think I'm within my rights. And legally I am, by the way. The state cops didn't say, oh, we know you broke the law. They said, we're getting a lot of complaints. We don't think there's much we can do from a legal side, and pretty much everybody on the legal side has agreed with me. So
all right, so let's forget the legal argument because I'm not a lawyer. But do you have kids?
I do not.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's it. You know, I have daughters. I have 3 daughters, and I got to tell you, Dave, I would never post a picture of a child and comment on their genitals. And I'm known for outrageous commentary and that kind of thing, but I do draw the line somewhere. I don't. Forget about the legal aspect, whether you're legally allowed to do that, as you point out, and I'll accept your word for it, that you're within your rights. It just seems like something you wouldn't do. It just seems kind of seedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I look at it this. I don't think it's seedy at all, or else well, I shouldn't say I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think it was seedy, but I really didn't think it was an issue. And again, I'm not going to say anybody should think that, but I don't. And the reason I don't is because, to me, a baby in this, he was a baby. I don't know if you saw the photo. Really, those photos are everywhere throughout the internet. I mean,
no, I saw the photo, and I was just kind of like, oh, man.
You know, what's really sad is the photos out there, because Tom Brady didn't take this picture of his child. Some paparazzi took a picture of his child and decided to make money because it's Tom Brady's
so, Dave,
kid.
If you felt you didn't do wrong, why'd you take it down? I mean, the state police came and they said what to you?
Well, they basically said we're getting a lot of complaints, and, you know, it would be the best interest of everybody involved so we can get back to what I would interpret as real police work and not have to deal with the complaints. And, you know, I was torn on it, to be totally honest, because I kind of felt like, in a way, I was selling out by taking it down, but I wasn't ready to fight that fight.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, the website is called barstoolsports.com. Dave Portnoy says he doesn't think...
Do you take other famous people's kids and put them up there?
No, I mean, we're a Boston-based blog. Well, we have a bunch of cities, but we're a Boston-based blog. So for us, Brady's very relevant. Mm-hmm. And the only thing I'd say about the paparazzi, which I agree with, I mean, I didn't take the photo. If it wasn't out there, it kind of crossed our radar. But Giselle's world famous, and the same group of photos, and this may be a tough argument with somebody like Howard, who's obviously equally famous. I don't know what the Paps do with him. But 6 months ago, she was on South Beach in the same group of photos, and the same controversy basically hit the internet, you know, of the baby naked. I kind of looked at that as maybe she doesn't care either. I mean, because she did.
Well, no, you know, listen, when you have children, a lot of times, especially when you take them to the beach, they run around without their clothes on. And I mean, look, if Giselle starts running around.
She's not taking pictures and posting them.
No.
That would be a different thing.
There's got to be a line somewhere.
Doesn't she know that's coming?
Well, yeah, I guess so. But do you really think of that? Like, you kind of think to yourself, oh, no pervert's going to sit there and take nude pictures of my 2-year-old and post them up on the internet, you know? You don't think that way. You kind of think, well, all right, if I run around naked, or if Giselle runs around naked, or this one runs around naked, of course you expect that someone's going to take a picture. I mean, you'd have to be brain damaged not to know that. But I think when it's a 2-year-old, they kind of go, you know.
Yeah, we're having a family moment.
Your mind doesn't even go there.
Yeah.
It's just a little kid running around without his bathing suit like you see on the beach all the time.
I guess it's fair, but if it kept happening at some point, I guess I would think she'd be like, they are going to do it, and if I care about that, I'd throw trunks on them.
I think it's outrageous for, you know, people to post pictures of Brady's kid naked. I just do.
And then to go, you know, the comments were a little bit unnecessary as well. I mean, my God.
I saw the picture and I went, you know, it disturbed me. It disturbed me on a couple levels. Number one, and this is the God's honest truth, Brady's kid, 2 years old, is bigger than I am, which is really fucking depressing.
And you don't need to know that. So there's another thing.
Yeah, I mean, I have baby. You ever hear baby arm? You know what that is? Like when a person's arm is like kind of
doesn't grow.
I have baby dick because I don't know what happened to me. I don't understand how a 2-year-old could be better hung than me. But I don't believe that you should take naked pictures of children and stick them on the internet. I don't know. Although, I tell you what.
It's only because of what other people do with them. While you don't consider it kiddie porn, I'll bet you a pervert does.
I tell you what I did, man. I first of all, I kept that photo away from my wife because I don't want her seeing it. She'll be like, oh, my God.
2-year-old.
Yeah, 2-year-old's better hung than you. But
in a weird way, I feel like that what you're saying right now, and I know I'm not going to get you to agree with me, is kind of we make observations. So what you thought is what I thought, and the pictures were out there. And
I would never put it. You posted on your website.
Correct.
I wouldn't do that. Listen, if it's out there and people put it out there and you want to comment on it, fine. But you're only promoting it if you put it on your website. You understand that?
No, we absolutely promote it, but I do think there is a difference, which, to my defense, there's a difference between me being the one who is commenting on a story that has already booked, which is what we do, versus, if you want to change the law that you can't
No, you can do it. Let's say you legally have the right to do it. It's a question of where you stand as a human being, about how you want to exploit children. You dig?
And I would not say I was exploiting him. You do, I don't, but that's where I think there's
Let's check in with the audience, see what they say. Andrew, go ahead. You're on with...
You're get killed.
You're probably going to get killed. Dave Portnoy's website is barstoolsports.com. Let's go to Andrew. Go ahead.
Hi, Howard. I just want to say, Dave, you're disgusting. I understand that you're trying to be funny, but come on, you had to think before you did this. Honestly, I think it's wrong for Dave and the paparazzi for taking it, and Dave for posting it on the internet.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Andrew, but let's see who else has something. Let's get a couple of comments. Ray, go ahead in Wilmington.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I was just calling in, I understand about, maybe if the child's father had given permission to have it posted, such as like the depiction on the Nirvana CD.
Well, that's right. And the Nirvana CD,
also.
On Nirvana CD, there's a picture of a child naked swimming. But, yeah, right. I mean, first of all, the parent is, I assume, at the photo session selling this picture and considers it art. I don't think that Giselle or Tom Brady are sitting there consciously going, "Oh, we'll put the kid out on the beach." And
this will be great.
This will be great. My kid will be famous.
Agreed, but that does confuse the issues, because before you said we're fueling like a pedophile, I think Robin said, but you could say the same thing for the Nirvana cover, whereas there's two arguments. A, they didn't give permission, versus B, the image itself is inherently pornographic. So, the Nirvana thing, you could say the same exact thing.
No, I don't think it's pornographic. I don't think the child's picture is pornographic. We just know that the mother and the father weren't sitting there wanting the picture of their son's penis anywhere on the internet. And secondly, I think...
What I'm saying is there are many, many innocent things that are shot of children that child perverts find titillating.
That's right. Let's go to Andy.
You could Google... Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
Hey, what's going on, Howard?
Yes.
Hey, the focus of the picture, when it becomes about the genitals, that's what makes it child pornography. The picture of itself could be child erotic, which is not against the law. But the minute that he starts putting words about it and making the focus of the picture about the child's genitalia, that's when it becomes against the law.
Are you a lawyer?
No, I'm a police officer.
So so once you circle it, or not circle it, but once you say, hey, look at that kid's cock, it is pornography.
Yeah, in most states, that's pretty much the law. Is that if you've just got a picture of a kid and the kid's just walking around naked, that's child erotica. That's not against the law.
I see.
But the minute you make the focus of the picture about the child's genitalia, that's when it becomes child pornography. The state police...
Dave, what do you think of that?
What do I think of that?
Yeah.
I think he's not a lawyer. We've had a lot of... this wasn't done lightly, and pretty much every lawyer has said it's not.
All right.
Not a lawyer, I'm a police officer. I know the law that way. So, if it was my type of case, if he was persistent about not taking it down, I think there would be some sort of legal action taken.
Right. Well, he did take it down. I'll give Dave credit for that. Max, go ahead. You're on the air in Staten Island.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Let me ask you a question there, guy. Did you put the commentary on the photos, or the people blogging on your site put them up there?
No, I did.
All right, well, if you put them up, you're a piece of shit. How you like that? What would you do?
Well, you're entitled to your opinion.
What would you do? What would you do with your kid? People put comments about your kid, you retard.
I'm not followed around by paparazzis every single place I go, so I know it would work if it was my kid. That analogy for me on whether it's my kid doesn't hold water. It doesn't, because it would not work if it was my kid. It's an irrelevant argument.
I like to smack in your
All right, Jay, you're on the air.
Hey.
Hey.
Howard, I saw this picture that he's talking about, and the website I went to, all they showed and they were talking about was her because how nice it is. They didn't say anything about the kid. They just said the kid's naked, but that's it. I mean, you can see it, but I don't think it's completely wrong. But if you're talking about the kid's dick over and over, that's where it's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it's something that you kind of just go, hey, it's a kid. I'm not going to put that up there. It's just something you do as a human being, I think. I can't debate the legalities of it. I don't even know. Yeah. All right. Hey, Dave, so you put it up there. You took it down. You say there's nothing wrong with what you did legally or morally. I think as a guideline, little kids are off base, off limits, so to speak, and you don't mess with that. That's what I think. That's just my opinion.
And I have no problem. And you know what? That's obviously your title. A lot of people are. That's a fair stance.
No.
You don't think that kids are off limits? You have a sports blog. The kid isn't in sports.
Well, we really don't just have a sports blog. It's more of a men's entertainment. I mean, we cover everything. It's sex, politics, everything. I guess I'd have no problem if someone said it's illegal to do it, but it's clearly not. So that, I guess you just want me to ignore it on a moral higher ground, which I really thought it was a funny joke.
Here's a guy who wants to defend you. Yes, Chad.
Hey, Howard. Great talking to you. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Big fan, Stern Show, 10 years easily, and big fan of Barstool Sports. El Prez, he puts some outrageous things out there on the website, but for anyone who reads his blog, daily, weekly, whatever the case may be, this isn't really outside the limits. I think some people are calling up just thinking he did this to get press and, be on the Stern Show, but he's a huge Stern fan as well.
Right.
So I'm sure he's probably liking the fact being on the show anyway, but I think, it is what it is. It's already out there. He's just commenting on it.
Dave, is it true you're having a who is the most well-hung 2-year-old in contest in America?
That's not, but if I get a re-invite, maybe I'll look into it. But no, I'm not.
Let's go to Rich. Rich, go ahead.
Hey, this guy, I don't know what his deal is, but I think he's getting some serious backlash here in Boston. And I don't know whether he's trying to drive some clicks into his site or what, but I wouldn't give him the time of day. And there's already people out emailing his sponsors and his advertisers to boycott. So
is that true, Dave? Are you getting a lot of negative feedback and a lot of people, a lot of sponsors canceling?
We're getting a ton of negative feedback. Sponsors, somewhat. I mean, there's definitely backlash. The only thing I'll say to what that caller said is this wasn't a publicity stunt. People who don't know who we are may think it is, but you could really look at it. Our blog is off-color, and to me, it was almost like people who don't read it busting into a stand-up routine of off-color comic and getting upset about.
In other words, they're taking your blog out of context.
To a degree. I mean, you could, if people, I've heard a million times people say this is the first time I looked at it, and then they rip me apart, whereas if they read it, you could be like, there's probably 3 or 4 blogs a day that you could have a pretty strong argument that is offensive. So it is, I mean, I have used that. If this is a stand-up routine, and Chris Rock saw that photo, would people be that mad if he made a joke about it?
Not a joke about it, but maybe if he posted it, they would be mad at him. Joe, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, I want to talk to this guy, Dave, about the difference between the Nirvana cover and that picture. The Nirvana cover was a model-released photo, meaning
that's right.
The baby's parents signed something saying, I give you permission to show my kid in this state of undress. The Tom Brady picture, that was just some paparazzi taking candid photos of a minor. You can't do that. I'm a photo editor.
You can do that. You
can't. You can't.
Well, you can.
If it's a minor and you're showing a kid in a state of undress, you need the okay from the parents to do that.
Right.
But then
that makes sense to me.
Listen, I'm a photo editor. I've been at 2 major magazines. I deal with this every day. Model releases,
Then why isn't Fame?
rights,
Then you know who
usages.
Fame is, right? You know who Fame is, the paparazzi unit?
They're paparazzi. They never get a model release. Any smart
They never do.
that wants to make resale on his images will get a model release
So
of
then
a
I guess
picture
the
of a minor.
question for you is why isn't Fame, who is a huge paparazzi organization, are they in jail? Are they getting prosecuted for the photo because they took it and sold it?
Well, it's resale. It's different. The photographer's the one who should have gotten the model release, and he didn't. He's lucky he's not getting in trouble. That's child pornography.
That's right. Greg, go ahead. You're on the air.
It's not child pornography. That's
But it
where,
is true that, on a 2-year-old, a paparazzi's taking it. Let him go get a model release is right. Greg, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, is this dude married? And if so, what does his wife think about all this?
Yeah, what's your wife say?
My wife is on my side.
That's messed up, man. I don't know.
All right. Anyway, hey, Dave, thanks for calling in. The controversy continues. Was Dave?
You don't think that children deserve a certain amount of protection?
Not versus this. I agree they need protection, but not versus this. I don't think they do.
All right. Check out Dave Portnoy's website at barstoolsports.com. Thanks for calling in, Dave.
Take care.
And by the way, Dave, how are you hung?
Not as well as Brady's baby.
All right. Thank you, Dave.
Bye.
That's Dave Portnoy. There's so many goddamn cowards. That's why I love the internet. Even this guy who called in yesterday, the guy with the sports website, he was on the air, all very civil, and I told him I disagreed with what he did. They took a picture of Tom Brady's kid, 2-year-old, and he's commenting on the kid's cock. And to me, that feels wrong. I don't know. And I told him I did it in a way that I was just very blunt about it. And he didn't have much to say. But then he gets on his website, Howard's a shit. You know, Howard's. I thought Howard would agree with me. What, agree with circling a 2-year-old's
He's never
genitals?
listened to this show.
Well, he didn't circle the genitals, but to sit there and bring attention to a 2-year-old's genitals is not my thing. And then he made up something about what I said at Columbine, which I didn't say. I did say he made comments about those kids who shot up the stuff, but
You didn't show naked pictures of them.
No, I didn't show any naked pictures of them, and so he's saying that I'm a hypocrite because I don't agree with showing pictures of 2-year-olds and talking about their dicks. I don't know. And I don't have a problem with you saying, I'm hung like a 2-year-old or this. Listen, I'm a comedian. I say funny things. But this guy, I disagreed with. But the thing that's so cowardly is then he goes on his website. He was on the air with me. Why didn't he
Never
say
said
any
a
of it?
word.
Gary, Dave Portnoy doesn't seem to want to let go of his innocence in this, or his believed innocence in this issue. Why do you think he fails to see the other side of this and his wrongdoing? It seems like such a cut and dry issue.
He doesn't get it, and it doesn't make him a bad person. He's doing a bad thing. It doesn't mean we dislike the guy. But I found in this whole thing that people who have kids get it, and people who don't have kids don't get it. And if somebody did that to his kid, I think he'd be pretty bummed out. But he doesn't have kids, so he doesn't really give a shit. He's like, hey, I didn't take the picture, I didn't post the picture, but you reposted the picture on your site, and then you wrote comments under it. And just because someone else posted it first doesn't mean you have to post it. It's just wrong. It's a kid.
Yeah, one day when Mr. Portnoy has a little Portnoy running around, and they kind of go, "Hey, wonder if Mr. Portnoy is as big as his son." I don't know. It's messed up. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like you're on the verge of the people who do the 6-year-old beauty pageants or something like that. It's like there are just certain things that kids should not be involved with. In my opinion, that's one of them.
I saw Chris Booker this weekend, who is he's a disc jockey. He used to be on K-Rock with us and was down in Philadelphia being a morning guy. But now he's out of work. And so he's sitting in, he listens to our show every day, and he was critiquing. He's so bored, he told me, that he listens to our show and he goes, your microphone, Howard, isn't loud enough, and one of the guest mics is too loud. And
he's being an audio guy.
I was hanging out with him, but I didn't want to talk about the show or anything, but he had some points to make.
Booker the engineer.
Booker the engineer. Then he had some points about the wrap-up show.
Really?
Oh, jeez.
He was saying that the wrap-up show's purpose is to wrap up, wrap up and talk about what's on the show. But he said sometimes I get like 25 minutes of Benji, discussing whether or not he wants to admit his real age. And he goes, with all due respect, he goes, I respect that Benji is a funny guy and does whatever he does on the show. He goes, but I don't really need 20 minutes of Benji. When I'm in my car, I want to hear the Howard Stern show. And I get this. He goes, it's John Hines' job to cut off Benji and, move on to a next topic. And Gary's consumed with Benji and his age, but John's got to be the guy who ultimately goes, hey, enough of that.
Wow.
Then he didn't think the wrap-up show should be played on the weekends. That on the weekend, if he's driving in his car, he wants to hear the Howard Stern show. That it's fine during the week if it's fresh and you're discussing the show and you don't go into 25 minutes of Benji, who's not here.
Well, isn't this a great analysis?
Well, he got me thinking.
Well, that's what I didn't know the wrap-up show was played on the weekend.
Yeah, Tim and I had a discussion about it once, and Tim thought, well, some listeners had said they want to hear the wrap-up show on the weekend. Benji, can't you get in here on time? What's it going to be? What's it take to get you here? I mean, it's an easy job. Just get here on time.
I know.
What's your problem?
I was really just trying to do something you would have liked.
Do something I like. Yeah. I like if you'd be here on time.
I know.
That's what you should do.
I can run back out and do it. Like I was in the middle of.
Huh? What were you doing?
They're doing I think it's for Lehman Brothers. Maybe they're doing all these live national newscasts. What?
Oh, you were going to try
I see. You were trying to get on TV.
Yeah. Bomb a newscast.
Okay. No, not bomb. Don't say that.
Oh, sorry. Can't say that.
Jump in on a newscast.
I knew what you meant, Robin.
I know.
Yeah. Benji's just getting weirder and weirder. We have a lot of people here who get food. Here we're talking about not talking about Benji, but.
Well, it's not the wrap-up.
See, it's hard, though, right?
Yeah.
You're breaking Booker's rule.
Well, you're more fascinated with Benji. Like, every day, Gary will tell me Benji's. Like, this is the latest thing. It's just weird. It's that, like, Jason sits out there, and everyone who has a breakfast order who sits in here can't go out for breakfast, so we have someone to go get breakfast. Mm-hmm. And it's a simple thing. Like, I have the same thing every morning. Artie gets the same thing. You get the same. I don't know, whatever it is.
I don't even get anything.
Okay, there you go. So Benji sees this as a perk of his job. So he just, every day it changes, and he has a weird, I don't know if he's got OCD or what, but he can't give his order until like the last second. Like we're about to go on the air, and he's like,
I've heard that, yeah.
And what was it he ordered the other day?
Well, Jason said what happens is if you give the order at the beginning of the commercial break, at least that's the time we need the interns the least, so we could send them down. But he waits until you say, okay, we're back, and then he gives his order. Then and it's usually.
And he can't decide what to get.
But it's usually, Jason says it's usually like you have to send 2 or 3 interns in different places.
Right.
So then there's nobody to answer the phones. But the other day.
Listen, he can't disrupt my office. Just take him off that list of people who he'll have to bring his stuff from the night before.
He said he sent them out for energy shots and zinc tablets.
Energy shots?
Yeah.
Zinc tablets?
What's an energy shot?
I have no
What's
idea.
What's an energy shot?
Those things they sell at Korean delis, like taurine and
Benji,
caffeine.
I love you.
Wait, hey, Gary, when's that list dated?
I don't know. But it's not about the list. It's about your.
But when did I make that request?
Benji,
last week or the week before.
Like Booker, I don't really care about this, but it's just that constantly people are complaining.
It's not constantly.
That you can't make a decision.
Jason says it's constant.
It's a good. Well, that's good that he says it's constant, but it's not. No. But I understand how you feel. But it's not constant.
Get your own breakfast.
It was from 2 weeks ago. That list.
Bring your breakfast.
Hold
with
on. Jason can explain it better.
It's enough. It's not really a privilege of the show to be able to send people out to 3 different places
I didn't. That was about 2 weeks ago.
I've talked to Benji about this twice. Like, just between me and him. I'm like,
so
dude,
twice, but I thought it's constant.
Well, no, I've had to stop and had a conversation. After a while, when it gets to a point where I need to talk
to you twice.
Yeah, about it, saying, can we get on a better system? I go, tell me what you need before the show, and it'll be there.
What is it you have? I'll tell you what, Benji, I'm going to organize this right now. Like, what does he do? He waits 2 seconds, and then he makes...
Well, what he does is he'll walk in...
It's not true. It's all people looking for an angle to make things happen. I can make angles about everyone, too.
Benji, it is true because Jason's saying he's having a hard time. Go ahead, give him an example.
A typical order is he'll run in the office at 5:59 and go, I need 3 coffees or something. So, okay, so now an intern's getting up away from the phone.
All right, let's listen to Jason.
Okay. Well, can I respond?
Sure.
When he's done.
Then he'll come out, let's say, during a commercial break, and he'll stand around the hall the entire commercial break.
Right.
And then right before you're going back on the air, he'll run in and go, I need 2 coffees and I need zinc tablets. So now I have an intern going to get coffees. I have an intern going down to get zinc tablets.
Yeah, you see, I don't even do that.
And
why do you need zinc tablets?
Once I wasn't feeling that well, and I felt a lot of people around here had colds, so I thought it'd be good to have some zinc.
Yeah,
but it's like a daily thing. That's your MO.
It's a ridiculous order, zinc. That's something you get on your own time. This is if you need something to eat.
Can I respond or not?
Well, let me just finish real quick, and then you can respond whatever you want. It's an almost daily thing.
That's such bullshit, Jason.
Let's hear it.
And to the point where I've had to take you aside on several occasions and go, Benji.
Take me aside. I'm begging you to take me aside, Jace.
I did. I said, Benji, can we come up with some sort of better system in this because this is killing the office, and then you're good for about a week or two, and then it goes back. And then I said something to
Has he had a conversation with you?
Jason has said, this was a while ago, he said, try to give me, if you have a set order, I would like that.
Right.
I don't have a set order.
Okay.
But and maybe about maybe about once every 3 weeks or so, I've asked someone to get something at the deli. However, yes, I have asked for coffees, which I thought was a normal office procedure. I do that when we go to break. I ask an intern. I ask
How
politely.
many coffees do you drink a morning? 4, 5?
It depends.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
No, today I'm not having any.
All right, you're mentally ill. Let me make a ruling on this. I've heard enough. And I'm going to make a ruling on it. Jason, come here. I'm going to solve your problem.
Howard, that's such bull
All right.
BS.
I'm going to make a ruling.
I'm going to start making up shit about people.
You can do whatever you want.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. Jason, come
Don't
here.
say
I'm going to make a ruling.
Ever.
Howard, it's such BS.
Okay, I'm going to make a ruling. It's going to be very easy. If it's BS or not,
why don't you talk to a couple other people in the office?
Okay.
I always ask calmly and politely.
Okay.
This is what I say to the interns. Ask the interns.
Okay, I'm going to make it easy. Just let me finish.
I just got my same order every day.
Yeah. What do you get every day?
Bagel and butter.
Okay. All right. Here's my ruling, Jason. And if this is not followed, it's your fault.
Okay.
Then you're fired.
Okay.
How's that? Okay.
Right.
Same way I have rules about a lot of things around here.
Yes, sir.
I can't have my office disrupted by Benji.
That's the way it's being made to look, Howard.
Okay.
But it's simply not true.
You'll like this ruling.
Jace, do you ever send interns out for anything for yourself?
Benji,
Jace, do you ever send interns out for stuff for yourself?
Yes.
And you know what? When I've asked it to be done, it's probably more noticeable to you. Because I said it, I'm just telling you. I always say that. I say, do not go with
I'm turning off his mic because I don't have time.
I'm not going to argue with you, Benji.
I'm not going to spend time on this. Here's my ruling, and you will all abide by it because I am daddy around here, and I'm the one in charge.
You know what? Listen, either
your mic is off. Don't hurt your voice because your mic is off.
Well, listen,
no one can hear you.
Don't complain about
my ruling is this: Benji is entitled to one thing. All right, not 57 coffees. If he wants a coffee, he can have one delivered with his order for breakfast.
Where do you think the coffees come from, Howard? Where do you think the coffees come from?
I don't care. They come from the coffee store. I don't know.
No, they don't. They come from the kitchen.
All right. Here's what I want. Well, you'll go to the kitchen yourself. You can use the exercise.
You can walk to the kitchen.
Listen to me. Here's what I want.
It's not at all like some sort of executive privilege.
He's allowed
we have
to give
very short breaks, and I'm doing other things during him. And sometimes, yes, I ask what
dude, I see you stand. You stand in the office. You literally wait until the show's going back on, and then you send an intern out to get coffee.
That's not true.
All right.
Usually. It's not true, Jason.
All
At the
right, here's
beginning,
what I want.
You're right, Benji. I'm lying.
Because fat Jason, who hates his wife, your wife could be that you can't have sex with, and hates your mom. He sits there like a big fat lump, looking for angles.
All right.
All right. Calm down,
good. Well, you'll be happy with this ruling. You won't be upset by it. Here's my ruling. You know what I do? I have 2 orders every morning. I have a breakfast and a lunch order.
Every day, same thing, same time.
Same thing, same time. That's how it works.
Very easy.
People aren't inconvenienced.
And when your throat hurts, you say, "Oh, can you get me hot waters?" Every hour, get me hot waters,
That's once in a blue moon, dude.
That's right. When your throat hurts, you'll come to me.
And you'll go out to the store
report
for
to
me?
me. No. You will go to me, and I will excuse you. And you can go the night before when you're feeling ill, and stock up on these things. It's not our problem.
Howard,
to get you zinc
it's happened
tablets.
extremely occasionally. No more.
Extremely occasionally? Okay. So here's the ruling. Because like Judge Wapner, I'm Judge Stern right now.
No, it's based on my reputation.
There are two. Okay, your reputation is going to be fine after this. Let's see if you can stick to it. This is what I want. If you change this, you're fired. There are 2 times that people will go out for him: lunch, breakfast.
I never sent anyone out
The
for lunch.
order, if the order should be a standing order.
Okay.
If it's not a standing order, come to me and tell me when you
How
want to
about
change
make that
it.
ruling for everyone?
No, just for you.
Why?
Because I don't like the way you're conducting yourself.
But if it's a
You're a
proper
problem.
ruling, why not make it for everyone?
Benji,
No, because you need a proper special rule just
But that's
for you.
not-
for
no,
the Benji
I'm
rule.
saying it's because
I'm not
of the
interested
way-
in everyone else. I'm interested in you.
Well, I think that should be
You're
the ruling for
causing the
everyone. If
problem.
it does not cause a problem.
Jason, Jason, I understand your problem. I understand the confusion in the office. Gary understands the confusion
Yes,
in the
he
office. Benji's got 2 shots, and
So
it should be a
how many
standing
times
order.
do other people have shots?
It's just you. I'm not interested in the other
All of a
people.
sudden, you become
I don't want
Ronnie.
this
What
office
do
to be
other
screwed
people
up.
have to do with this? This is
This
you.
is about you. I'm not talking about the other people. They're
Well,
not on trial. You
let's
are.
be proactive and solve this problem.
We don't have the problem except with you.
No, we do. It causes the
No.
office
Let me give you an
is in
example.
an
There's a problem with
uproar.
anyone else?
Let me
The
no,
office
not.
is
Let me
in
give you an
a
example.
Huge uproar.
Once in a while, Robin wants something in the morning.
Okay.
But she takes her job seriously and shows up at about 5:45, if not earlier.
Right.
Unlike Benji, who
Right.
shows up at 5:59.
Well, Robin is able to get here.
Right. So Robin at 5:45 will be, hey, can you get me a banana or something? And so when I send the person out for Artie's bagel every morning, I get the banana. It's no big problem. She doesn't wait till the second the show starts and then come run into the office with 8,000 demands.
Yeah, well, Howard TV. I also know, and I wasn't going to bring this up. Howard TV orders breakfast for Benji every day too.
They do?
They order
Yeah.
breakfast for
So he gets a
Yeah.
double order? It's
Yeah.
not breakfast.
Whatever it is, this ordering going on. It's like a
It's
catering
a standard
service.
thing, yeah.
Right. Okay.
And Howard, yes, once in a
There
while,
to be
why don't you ask the
Jason.
people that actually do the work, not
Benji,
Jason,
Benji.
who loves Lord's dictating over the interns. Why don't you ask?
You've said
why don't you
Benji
ask-
is really selfish, right?
Yes.
Why?
Because he acts in a universe where I don't think he or doesn't care about what he does, how it affects other people throughout their day.
Right.
You know, he doesn't get, when I've talked to him several times going, Benji, can you not wait till the last second to send all the interns away? You know,
I have
when
never
the show's
done
on the
that.
air, it's when we
Every
need the
time.
interns in front
Now
of the
it's
camera.
going to be solved.
It's
Okay.
such bullshit.
Let's say
this
it
is
is.
like a fucking
let's say
inquisition.
it is bullshit. So this will be easy for you.
No, what's bullshit is saying the way I
Right.
treat people and the way I talk to
I didn't say
people.
I didn't say you were rude.
I go at the beginning of the break and I say to the interns, I say, check with Jason or Tracy before you go out. There's usually about 5 people out there.
All right, you'll like this ruling
And I
then,
say-
since you're not selfish. Let me tell you how easy it's going to be for you. I'm making this so simple for you. You're going to have no problem. You should have no problem if what you're telling me is true. From now on, he can have 2 orders.
2 orders a day.
All right, breakfast and lunch, we'll call it, if he wants to make whatever he wants. It's got to be reasonable, and it's got to be a standing thing.
And could one of those be
If it-
something to be at his desk before the show starts?
Sure.
Okay. That makes it.
Which, Jace, you
What?
say that. You're like, hey, I'll get all this for you guys
Yeah.
so I get it before it starts. And
Right.
half that you're sitting there, you're fucking bustling in with
No.
your giant belly.
My breakfast is right here on this table every morning when I
That's
walk
because
in.
you're- every morning?
No, because it's a
Yeah,
standing order.
And my standing order
they're
never
able to
is.
get it.
Benji, you've asked for a cup of ice, and there's a cup of ice every day for you there.
And waters.
You never asked me for water.
Yes, I did, Jason.
All right.
It was supposed to be a water and a cup of ice.
I don't know. I get Ben.
And
I
you
get
said,
Artie.
I'll take care of it. I'll take
Hold
care
it.
of it.
This is worse than I thought. I don't want a catering service in here.
Yeah.
You understand? Cups of ice, water. This it keeps people
I saw
busy.
someone
what I'm
once
saying.
making tea for Benji. I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on
I don't
around
know.
here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a
and tea,
catering.
Robin.
It's a catering service.
No, the kitchen's right there.
Go
The way I
get
treat
it,
people.
asshole.
Go get it
Bullshit.
yourself.
It's because you're focusing
Get
on me.
it
Wait, let
yourself.
me
Robin
focus
gets her own
on one
coffee.
I'm done. I told you your rules now, and I'm done. That's it. I don't want to hear about this. No, I'm done.
Don't treat me like that.
I'm treating you like that. I'm telling you, we're done with this. You have 2 orders. One to be here when you walk in so that they can get it before the show starts so my interns aren't running around looking for the Benji food.
They're not your interns.
Second, they are my
No,
interns.
they're not.
Whose
Everyone
interns
here is
are
mine.
they?
Everyone here is mine,
No.
including you.
No.
Oh, he's being ridiculous.
Secondly,
He's having a breakdown.
secondly,
I need tea. I need tea. I'm going crazy.
Chris Booker says it's time to move on. And secondly, he can have another order during the course of the show. One.
Okay.
If he can't order his breakfast the night before, in other words, that it's the standing order and it's waiting for him. Because I know what you mean. You want to have the office in order when the show starts.
Everyone's got to be in their place.
People can't scramble at 6 o'clock. People can't scramble at 6 in the morning. You're being selfish. He's right.
Let's go to the office right
It's
now
not up to. I know what's going on.
Yeah, let's go.
Benji, you don't know anything about running an office. You would have no idea what it takes to go out there.
I've been a senator for 2 years, Jason.
I don't know what that means.
What?
I'm just
all right. And secondly, and then he's allowed to have something during the course, one order where you go out, but it's got to be a standing order.
And
if the standing order changes, come to me.
Now I have one quick question.
I don't want it to change more than once a month.
Since my job is now on the line with this too.
Yeah.
Can Benji give his orders to me? So I don't. So
Yes.
he doesn't give to the interns, and I don't know about it. And then
No, it's all through you.
All through me.
It's all done through you. And even if it's like on Monday I want a tuna fish sandwich, on Tuesday I want a chicken sandwich, he's got to give it time now and think it, and so that you can prepare for this, which is a luxury of this show, not a privilege, not a right, not like this is part of my job. See, you give him something, he's going to find a way to abuse it.
Exactly.
So he's abusing the idea that we have interns.
Right.
If the interns weren't here, he would have to go out and get his own lunch.
Right. Like how Robin gets her own coffee every morning. Benji might have to do that.
I don't drink coffee.
If we didn't have any interns, so he
it.
sees interns, and now he's going to figure out how to give them busy work. Zinc tablets. Why don't we send them on the scavenger hunt every morning? Go find me energy shots
and zinc tablets, all in different places.
It's over. The madness is over. I've solved the problem.
Thank you.
I've put water on the fire. It's a standing order in both situations.
Love it.
I can make up a lie.
All right.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you.
Benji,
what are you gonna do? Call me fat? I'm not making up a lie about you. I have no beef against you.
It's over. Stop arguing.
I think you have Jason has a problem, Jason, because
all right. Thank you, Benji. Now you know what you need to do, and now you're done.
You're constantly making fun of her. You have to bring her on the air to make fun of her, and you hate yourself and hate your family.
Your microphone is off. I don't know why you're bothered. It is. It actually here's the difference.
Say
something now.
Okay, now my microphone's on.
All right, and now it's off. Okay, good.
You want me to repeat it? I heard what he said.
Eric, you're on the air in Peoria, Illinois. It's fine. It's solved. It's done.
Yeah, Howard. I can't stand Benji on the wrap-up show either, because when they ask him a question, here's how he always answers. He has this, annoying stutter where he goes, I think. And this is just too much of a stick comb already for a Monday morning. It's 20 minutes of him already. It's like, shut him up. He's everything.
All right, I just had to take care of that, and it's done.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
And thank you, Benji, and I hope you enjoy your meals. Believe me,
Is
as we
he
all
still
do.
going to be able to get the one from Howard TV, the third meal?
I have nothing to do with the Howard TV. That's up to them. If he can find a way to finagle Howard TV into this.
Completely lying about it.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm making a rule.
You're right. It doesn't matter because
it's what I do. You're going to do what I do. I have 2 orders, and I feel bad about those. And the orders are always long-standing. They already know what's coming for lunch. It's all organized. You've got to get organized too. No, your mic is off.
Person, but you lie about people.
I don't have to lie. I'm just telling you what your order is.
You're absolutely lying.
No more than 2 orders a morning is too much. It's a 4-hour stretch. You should be able to go without food for 4 hours.
What did I get today, Howard? What did I get?
I don't know. I don't care what you get.
I didn't.
Good. That's even better.
And that list is from 3 weeks ago because you guys have been waiting for something.
All right. Thank you. All right. Good luck.
It's really so mean of you.
No, it's organized.
You act like you treat people well.
I do.
To lie about people and to hurt their reputation. Even about
reputation.
Yeah, Robin. Even to make me look.
You're eating too much. Honestly, this is going to help you. It's enough eating. You're constantly feeding yourself. It's disgusting.
That has nothing to do with the point of making
You're
you
fat.
look better.
You're so fat. It's disgusting.
Well, I agree. I'm fat, and that's
Really,
gross.
I can't look at you.
I mean,
you must stop. You must stop this now. I have to get on with my show. I love you. You're a great worker. I think you're terrific, but you really need counseling. You need outpatient therapy.
Could he get on Artie's program?
Hey, talk to Artie. He can help you.
We could
He's
carpool.
more together
We
than
could
you.
carpool to outpatient therapy.
And he's a heroin addict.
I'm fat too, and it's hard to
I've
look at me
asked for
too.
coffees, Howard. It's
All right.
not a big
okay.
deal.
Well, now
we gotta
if it's not a big deal, you can have your coffees ordered, and they'll be here waiting for you at 6 a.m., and then you can have coffees once again later in the show. You have 2 standing orders.
You're being
Thank
so
you.
ridiculous.
All
Why
right.
don't
People
do that
can't
for
run
everybody?
around all day for you.
They don't, Howard.
All right.
Ask the
Thank
people
you.
that are actually doing this stuff.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a topic, and I've got to end this topic now. Please try to work within these boundaries. Thank you.
When Howard retires, you'll never see Jason again.
Right. I'll be gone, and you can have all the coffee you want. You can get all
But I
your
don't think
interns on the
anybody will be
Benji
making
show.
coffee for him either.
One day when you have your own radio show, you can have all the interns running around for you.
I don't treat interns like that, Howard.
Okay. If I'm wrong, then you should have no bother complying with this.
I
It
know
should be
Benji-
very easy.
Benji's a former intern. I know he does care about how you treat the intern.
Absolutely. So you'll be very happy
know
to
that?
comply with this,
Yeah,
right?
I've seen them. You know,
So as an intern lover, you'll be very happy to comply with
I
this.
politely have
Thank you.
asked people to go to
All right, but now do it in the manner that I'm suggesting, where you have a standing order or no order.
Why not do that for everyone?
This is for
Who
you.
is this everyone you're talking about?
Robin doesn't use interns.
So then make that rule for Robin too.
All right, Robin has that
I don't. I
So
order
what's the-
something
Robin will
every
have no
once in a
problem.
while.
That's what I do too,
All
Rob.
right.
No, you're all.
Benji,
you got people
you're
making
my
tea
problem.
for you.
Rob, when did you see me make?
I got it. I got it. I can't get out of this
Then
conversation.
stop lying about me.
All right. I apologize for
calling
lying
me
about
a
you.
liar?
I don't know what I'm lying about, but just do it this way. I'm asking you to
So
help
Robin
us
and I
out.
have that rule now.
Yes.
Yes.
That is your rule. You have
Rob,
you have 2 trips from interns every day.
But you
that should
cannot
be enough.
have my two because I
Within
don't
a
use
4-hour period, you have 2 trips to plan
I
out.
swear on my life, I don't.
What are you arguing about?
Okay,
You
so
want more than 2
tomorrow-
trips? What do you want, 10?
No, answer me.
You have 2 trips.
So today, if at 9 o'clock I want a coffee and we're going to commercial break, can I go and ask for a coffee?
No. No.
Okay, so when can Robin and I ask for something like that?
Okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to have a breakfast order. Okay?
Do you know where the coffee is?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's over there.
No, it's not.
No, it's there.
It's in the. No, it's not. But
Well, that's where we get coffee from. I don't know where you're getting it from.
At the coffee room over here.
Yeah.
We have fun there too. You'll have,
All right.
We have a lot
so
of laughs.
what you can do is,
Yeah, Benji ought to go
What
there. You
you-
get to have some fun.
right. you-
too crowded.
Me and the Puerto Rican kid, we have.
We're in a rush.
what you can do.
We have a few minutes.
I told you what I've made a ruling for you. What you're going to do is, the night before. I'm talking about since this is going into effect tomorrow. Tonight, or even this morning, while you're sitting there, think about how you'd like to structure your day. You got 4 hours while you're here, sitting at this table. Let's even call it 5. Some days I go 5, some days 4.5, but let's call it 5 hours. It's a 5-hour period where you have to sit here. Okay. So you know that at 6 in the morning when you walk in, there'll be something waiting for you. That's one opportunity. And then at any point during the rest of the show, you pick your time, what time you want it delivered. A standing order will come into you. So if you think you can make it through 2 hours without shoving something in your fat cake hole,
I don't eat that much
then
anymore, Howard. I really
good. I see that. I see that you're not eating, and you look like a guy who doesn't eat. And then
I don't-
within the after the 2-hour period, let's say even if you want it 5 minutes later, it's fine. It's 6:05. You want a second order. At any point within that 5-hour period, you want your second order to be delivered. Think of it ahead of time,
What's ahead of time?
like today, and then it'll be here tomorrow. If you want to have a different
so
thing
if I
every
want
day,
a coffee at like 8:30 tomorrow, I should
it'll be
ask-
here.
So from now on, if I want a coffee, if I need a coffee or need a water,
I mean, spontaneously, it won't happen. No, have a coffee and water delivered to you at either 6 in the morning or at that other second period. That's it.
and
There's not going to be any spontaneous ordering from you.
all my spontaneous orders, hey, can you grab
Yeah,
water?
I understand what it is. I don't want that anymore. If you want to grab a water, grab one right from here.
How about like supplies? Sometimes we run out of supplies for the show.
Go grab it.
Okay. So if we
What do you
don't
mean?
have, like,
What do you mean by supplies? Food supplies?
no paper, pens.
Oh, paper and pens you can ask Gary for.
Now it's to ask Gary.
Who do you usually ask?
And
This is not, I'm not talking about paper. Don't ask interns for anything. Either go to Gary or Jason. Those are your 2 guys. We don't want you dealing with the interns.
If you could learn to eat paper. it'd
Yeah,
be
no,
perfect.
no. I told you, Jason's your contact, and if you must, go to Gary for paper. If Jason's not around, paper's very important, and pens. If you can't organize that, in fact, after the show every day, you should organize that.
And we have an intern that does that.
Good. Okay, so then you have no problem.
But sometimes it runs.
Well,
out.
okay, but that's a different story. That's a tool you need for work. Now your food.
And water, I think, is a tool.
Water you need. There's water right here. If you want to borrow water from me,
I never
take
knew
it.
I was not. So it's cool if I get water. From
Yes.
there? All right.
That's fine.
I take it from there every day. There's a bunch of bottles there.
This water's not a problem here. Really.
Also, the spontaneous stuff you're talking about, Benji, it's like...
Benji,
you
I don't
get a
have time
coffee
for this.
a little while,
I've
you know.
wasted a fucking half hour on your goddamn food, and I'm pissed.
Let's get to the important stuff.
All right, thank you. All right, and then that's it. And you know what I want you to do,
Sorry, I
and
fucked
I'll
up
do
the
it. And if you
agenda.
can't fucking do it, then don't work here. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You're fucking making people crazy.
I could say the same thing to you.
What?
Here, look at this.
Huh?
We have boxes of water that Benji could bring to his desk.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough with this. Figure it out. Figure it out. Stop being a problem to me.
Because you're lying about me. I know
All right.
more than anyone else.
I told you.
Like
no more shit.
for stuff
I
sometimes.
told you what you got to do. I gave you 2 opportunities now. Sit down tonight. Figure out how you want your morning to go. Structure it. It'll help you lose some weight, too.
And next time you want a hot water every half
All
hour.
right.
Like you
Don't
do
worry
that
about
3
me.
nights before
I'm your
also.
boss. I'm telling you what you need to do. This is it.
You're my boss. What's
Stop
the
it. I'm done. Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
The worst way to start off a Monday morning, Benji. Are you kidding me? There's Reverend Ball we got to talk about. We got to
Right.
talk about Beto on Tyra. We got to talk about Gary Delabate on the WB
Right.
Howard. Benji, just get a cup of coffee like every normal
Yeah.
human being does.
He's fine.
It's ridiculous.
I don't need
Come on.
interns running for coffees. If
I
he,
mean, who the hell are you, Donald Trump?
yeah, thank you. All right, look. So, I got to move on. Anyway, so I was with Booker. He started to critique the whole wrap-up show. And I said to him, you know what I'm going to do for you? I said, I don't know what contractually you can do because he was fired, but they're paying him and this and that. I said, come in and sit in on the wrap-up show and tell John Hein when to move on. Maybe that'll help him out.
Oh.
So
Sure, John will love that. Did he take you up on that?
Maybe John needs to move it along a little. Maybe Gary overpowers. I don't know. It's true. I was in the shower this weekend, and I have a radio in my shower. And I put on Howard 100, I guess.
Look at
and
you all fancy with the radio in the
I caught the hour.
Yeah. You must be one of them rich guys.
Yeah, I caught the hour of a wrap-up show for like 20 minutes or whatever it was. I was shaving and doing my thing. And it was all Benji talking about something he didn't like. And I was thinking about what Booker said. Maybe he's onto something. You know, I don't know. And then on the weekend, I don't know if they should play the wrap-up
Well,
show.
did Booker take you up on this offer?
Yeah, he wants
sit
to
in?
do it. He would do it.
Can I just say something?
Sure.
Benji's a regular on the wrap-up show, and sometimes we do get caught in that. We've even joked around now that we're not going to get caught in Benji's. We call it the vortex. We're
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
don't know how to, you see how I cut him off?
You cut him off after half an hour, Howard.
you
I've never
couldn't get
spent.
out.
I've never spent more than 5 or 10 minutes on it,
All right.
and you know, really,
Yeah, but I'm very good at making things entertaining.
I only take your criticism from a guy who has a job in radio, not a guy who's waiting for one.
Right.
I mean, really, just because Chris is out of work now, I got to listen to his.
Well, maybe, listen, let's not get defensive. Maybe,
Well,
he's,
but-
maybe he's onto something.
Hey, listen, it's an opinion he's entitled to, but I think overall we do a good job on the wrap-up show. And it bothers me that one guy who has your phone number can call you and make you crazy
What about the
it.
point that if someone's driving in their car on the weekend and they want to catch up on the show and they tune in and they get an hour of the wrap-up show, maybe on the weekend they don't care. They'd rather hear our show. I don't know. Is that legitimate?
I enjoy hearing the wrap-up show on the. I like the. I mean, the general
I do
consensus
too.
is the wrap-up show is very good.
I like the wrap-up show.
Listen, I'm not so crazy like the wrap-up show's got to be on at every moment.
Mm-hmm.
People seem to like it. A lot of good stuff happens that's an extension of what happened on the show.
Okay.
And every minute of it
All right,
is
well,
not
keep it in
gold.
mind. This is a guy who...
People might never have heard Jerry O'Connell say those things when
That's true.
he was talking about
Right.
his marriage if they hadn't heard the weekend wrap-up show.
The one thing I will say about the wrap-up show that I love is that you don't give people as much time as we do, and people act different over there because they're not afraid of us. So people
By the
will
way,
say all sorts of crap.
You see what I just did? I keep 4 bottles of water by my side.
You didn't have to call an intern?
I didn't have to call an intern. And I just took a drink while Gary was talking.
Well, look, I drink this thing called kombucha. You can't find this anywhere.
Well,
I wouldn't be sending people out for this. I bring it.
Yeah, if Benji was into kombucha, we'd have an intern scavenger hunt right now.
I
going
want
out
an
for kombucha.
energy drink from Cambodia.
I need
Could you send an intern?
Zinc pills and energy shots.
I still don't understand. What is an energy shot? Like, is it a small?
Yeah, it's one of those like
cocaine.
Yeah.
But what is it? It's just caffeine.
Three of our interns are in Eritrea getting Gambuki.
Hey, Benj.
Yeah?
So you have to change your eating schedule now? Or how you order?
Well, let me show you what I've occasionally done.
Okay, I'll follow you.
All right. This is what I have occasionally done. As you see right now, we have, these are our interns. You guys are allowed to look at the camera and stuff. So these are all our new interns from the spring or fall semester, right? So occasionally, I don't know all you guys' names yet, but so occasionally I've come in and I said to them, how long have you guys been here?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And I've said, hey, could you go get me a coffee? Put it down over there. Tell Jace or Steve when you have it, if I'm not here during the break to get it. Right? Yeah. Okay, that's what's happening. All right?
Why were you getting so angry at Jason?
Because Jason, I think, is a mean-spirited, douchey person who's much more douchey than he is talented. And I think he tries to look for things, whether they're completely true or not, to try to put people in a bad light. Which we all do it. We all do it sometimes. Usually we do it to strangers, but which I guess is just as immoral, but Jason does it to people around here.
His douchiness is higher than others?
Yes, definitely. I don't know if it's these pills he needs to take. And I'm trying to be a little humorous now. Jason's standing right there if you turn around.
Well, I feel the same way about Benji. Benji is a lot sweatier than he is funny. And he's disgusting and gross human being. And, he's a giant douchebag who thinks, hey, you touch me.
How did I touch you?
I said if you touch me.
I said what? If I touch you, what, Jace?
I don't know. You have it on tape. I'll sue you.
Oh, great.
I'll sue you.
Great.
Look,
Benji goes on the forehead. Look at this forehead and look at my forehead.
Goes on the internet to find whores. I mean, it's just so sad that he has to go trolling the internet to find random people.
A guy that hates his fiancée.
Can you say one more thing about my fiancée?
A guy that hates his fiancée.
I don't hate
my fiancée. A guy that hates his fiancée.
I love my fiancée
has come on the air and said, I can't have sex with my fiancée.
I never said
I'm bored
I
of having sex. I'm much more rather play video games than have sex. If I say one more thing about your fiancée, what?
Don't say anything
I just
about my
said she's
fiancée.
beautiful. I think she's a beautiful,
right,
sweet chick. I feel
Let me tell you something. Benji's
a
a guy who goes online to find chicks to bang in like alleys somewhere. It's disgusting.
Jason's a guy.
Yeah, it's right. What? You can't. Look
Jason's a guy.
This is the head writer.
Who hates. Shut up, dude. Jason's a guy who hates his mother.
Sweat.
Complains about everyone to his mother. Where, dude?
You're sweating all over the place.
No, I'm not.
Well, you can't handle it, can you?
I'm fine.
Look at you.
Jason hates his fiancée. Can't have sex with her. Hates his fiancée.
Benji has sex with whores.
He cannot.
His father's name's Bronk. He was made in a test tube somewhere. I don't know. We'll just make it up. We don't know how old he is. He's a 45-year-old bachelor.
Cannot stand
can't get laid unless he goes on the internet.
Or his mother, and he has to take pills to have a life. He has to take pills
every day
to give him confidence. He has to take pills to have a personality because he's so scared.
Benji's had a talking to from Howard like 6 different times about losing his job. I've had none.
Jason, you have that Jason, you're a douche. You really are a douchey
well, that
person.
Must be true, but you're a huge douche.
You're a douchey person.
He's got to do something.
Man rumors right there.
Yeah, hold stop. Calm down. I'm not ready.
Of a circumstance, of the angle, of the hype, of what my reputation is.
All right, cool, dude. Thank you. Not since Israel and Palestine shook hands in the White House. I don't know.
Thanks.